It's 9:48. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show, 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. Brokeback Mountain, it's kind of come up a couple of times during today's show, people who had seen it and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's getting Oscar buzz, and it supposedly is a great story. But obviously a lot of people are going to have trouble with it because of the gay theme that certainly does go through it.
Well,
I guess. Yeah. But did you hear what apparently Gene Shalit is in some trouble with gay and lesbian groups because of the way he described the movie in his critique?
That's what this was that I was playing earlier for you.
The gayest, yuckiest, tongue-kissiest cowboy hump movie this reviewer has ever seen.
That's not Gene Shalit.
Joe told me it was. Doesn't even sound.
He was dressed as Gene Shalit.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got it.
Sounded like Jimmy Kimmel is what it sounded like.
It was his brother dressed up as Gene Shalit.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like him at all. But, we do have some audio.
It's funny,
actually.
though.
No, we don't. We have audio from the movie.
Yeah.
We can get the line of him saying, "I wish I could quit you."
Oh God!
But apparently, Gene
Shalit do?
He had a unique take on the movie. He claims that Jake Gyllenhaal's character is a quote sexual predator who tracks down the Heath Ledger character even after both men are married to women for quote sporadic trysts. Now, I'm not sure why that is a problem because if it was,
is that what he does? I mean, if that's what the character does, then.
The people from GLAAD, the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation,
nice acronym,
GLAAD. Is they want an apology, saying that his take on the film promotes quote defamatory anti-gay prejudice to a national audience.
Oh,
his bizarre characterization of characters reflects a fundamental lack of understanding about the central relationship in the film and about gay relationships in general. It seems highly doubtful that Shalit would similarly claim that Titanic's Jack, Leo DiCaprio, was a sexual predator because he was pursuing a romantic relationship with Rose.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know if any of that's true, but it seems like a little bit of overreacting.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Shut up, you Nancy's.
Because
who cares?
He might have taken other movies where it was a heterosexual relationship and referred to that as being a sexual predator situation. But it might have been the same situation as Titanic.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why anyone would get that bent out of shape about that, especially Gene Shalit. Who cares? When was the last time anybody paid any attention to something that came out of that mustache?
Like there was someone somewhere in Kansas or something who was thinking, maybe I should stop hating gay people.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Gene Shalit said that he's a sexual predator. There are gay people hunting me.
Yeah, that means they're all that way.
How stupid is that?
This is Gene Shalit right here.
I find gays yucky.
That's him.
It's not Gene Shalit. Did you really believe that was him, by the way?
I did.
Have you ever heard him? He doesn't even sound like Joe.
I don't know.
Joe,
I haven't.
How many times have you told Zane something like that in the form of a lie where you'd think he'd know? Or did you really tell him that?
I didn't tell him that. You guys told him that, and I just kind of agreed.
I didn't tell him that.
Well, you said
was Gene
Shalit, and then he looked at me, and he goes, and he did that. He did this excited pointing
I was pointing
thing.
at the machine that has that sound.
And
which led me to believe that what you said and me pointing and you acknowledging it was him.
I may have nodded a little, but I never actually said that was Gene Shalit.
You should rely on Joe to tell you when things are real or not.
Wait a minute.
If we've learned anything today.
I can't believe you just threw me under the bus, considering that you and I oftentimes communicate non-verbally here in this room. And he says Gene Shalit. Free Beer says Gene Shalit's in some hot water. Brokeback Mountain. I know you just loaded these clips in today. I look at you, point to the machine, and you go, you nodded yes, which can only mean Gene Shalit.
Yes.
Would you have agreed?
I would
If
agree.
you were me.
I think
you were me, and you didn't know who Gene Shalit was, and he did that. You mean to tell me you wouldn't have thought that? You would have thought that was Gene Shalit saying that comment.
I'm with you, except for it sounds like a spoof.
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
can tell.
sound like
I don't
a real.
know what Gene Shalit sounds like.
You've never heard Gene Shalit?
Not enough to know what his voice is.
Yeah, but listen to what he said.
The gayest, yuckiest, tongue-kissiest cowboy hump movie this reviewer has ever seen.
Now, he's on the Today Show. Now, do you think he would call it the gayest, yuckiest cowboy hump movie that he's ever seen?
That's what I thought he was in trouble for God's sake.
Well, if I want to see a gay cowboy, I'll have Al Roker put on a pair of chaps and a 10-gallon hat.
So you thought that was Gene Shalit?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think it's on Joe at all.
Yeah.
Joe, I think you're without guilt in
Yeah,
this.
I understand the rationale that you've put forth, but you should know better.
Plus, on the Today Show, they often don't have an audience laughing.
I thought it was
along.
being replayed on Kimmel. That's what I thought, because oftentimes he gets stuff off Kimmel.
Yeah. And
What?
he did get something off Kimmel.
It was the guy imitating
Kimmel's brother doing a doofusy movie review.
Okay, just because you had heard these clips before you played them just now. You heard them earlier this morning.
Yeah, I didn't know the origin.
Okay.
I didn't know who that was.
So you thought the following clip was taken directly from the Today Show and replayed on Jimmy Kimmel.
The gayest, yuckiest, tongue-kissiest cowboy hump movie this reviewer has ever seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I find gays yucky.
Yes.
The one about like the Al Roker one is ridiculous.
And of
If I
course,
want to see a gay cowboy, I'll have Al Roker put on a pair of chaps and a 10-gallon hat.
as if Gene Shalit would say, I find gays yucky.
I find gays yucky.
Yeah, he would say that. That's a good way not to get anyone mad.
Well, look.
Wow.
In the context was Freebeer saying that he is in some hot water.
Yeah. Right.
He said Gene Shalit.
Right. Yeah.
Pointed to producer extraordinaire Joe, who is no Baba Booey, and he said that this was, in fact, that was Gene Shalit.
Yeah. And
Thanks a lot, Joe. You blew it for the show.
So if I said, I saw a piece on 60 Minutes where Ed Bradley was reporting, and Joe had just loaded this clip in, and he pointed at you, you would play it?
Kazakh people have many job opportunities here
Must be Ed
in
Bradley.
USA. For men, construction worker, taxi driver, or accountant. For women, prostitute.
Oh my gosh, can you believe Ed Bradley said that on 60 Minutes?
Yeah, who's the bigger imbecile? The imbecile or the imbecile who believes it?
All right, I'm waving the white flag. I'm rescinding all accusations and taking full responsibility.
Besides, in Joe's defense, when you nodded your head yes, I'm sure you were saying, yes, play those because it's a movie reviewer, not because it's...
I am wrong.
That's correct.
And Joe is right, and I am done defending this absurdity that it is.
Speaking of reporters, by the way, who do, with their weird shows and so on and so forth, Star Jones, 2020 used to be a good show, and it still is occasionally, but Friday, every once in a while now, remember on 2020, a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago now, they did a big profile of Gina Davis because of the fact that she was playing a woman president.
They're always doing profiles of people who are on their shows.
Well, and Star
it's
Jones,
so dumb.
Through the View is roughly associated with ABC because that's an ABC-produced show.
By the way, she looked better when she was huge.
She did look better.
She looks ridiculous.
She looks like a made-up person made out of Play-Doh now.
Her eyes bug out
She's
so
got
far.
big old bug eyes. Yeah.
There have been rumors, because remember she got married to that guy, he proposed during the NBA All-Star Game. And
Al Reynolds.
I remember reading rumors in the gossip rags and stuff, like New York Daily News and stuff like that, or the New York Post, that he was gay and this was a beard marriage.
Yeah.
Okay? They actually asked her about it on the show on 2020. This is the audio.
Of course not. And it's silly.
I deleted way too much of
I
that.
find gays yucky.
You cut out all the
longer
good
file.
part. Yeah, you cut the good
I'm
part
sorry,
out.
That was a nice 1 second actuality.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Here's what she had to say.
Here's what she had to say.
I
Yes. No.
Bitch!
I find gays yucky.
Freebird does all this build up. Here's what she had to say.
Jeez, Freeber,
No.
what did you look at Joe and go, should I? And he nodded and you went, okay.
The wheels have
like
officially
Zane did
come
it.
off when Freebeer has botched something.
I got to get it now. I got to get the right one because that was so awful.
She was very insulted.
Yeah.
She was.
And
Yeah.
she said
You'll
it
be
was
able
a
to-
stupid question.
You'll be able to tell if you were able to hear the entire clip.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. By the way, you can go to the website, freebeerandhotwings.com, and you can see the picture of us referring to this earlier about the $20 bill with the Del Monte label that is actually embedded in the bill, and it's sold at auction for $25,000.
It actually looks like it's fake, but it's not. I saw it on CNN.com. Not that they've never printed anything erroneous. I'm
No,
sure.
they're always right.
But it's.
This is going to be so
There you
not
go.
worth it when I
Oh
find
no,
it.
this is terrific.
It was a 9-second clip that I
No,
edited
this-
out 5
this is
seconds
excellent.
of the good part.
So, is he gay? Of course not. What an idiotic question. And extremely insulting to me and to my husband. Of course not. And it's silly.
I'm
That
shocked
was-
that you would ask me that, and you can tell because how my eyes are bugging out.
Yeah.
That was only slightly more inclusive than the original clip that I played, which was this.
Of course not. And it's silly.
Yeah.
They both carry the same weight.
I mean, they both, had about the same impact.
Yeah, I'm good.
You still on the air?
Nope.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
All right.
Let's wrap it.
We're going to get out of here.
Yeah, oh, thank God.
9:58.
Away.
It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. The Free Beer and Hot Wings Show, 1-800-947-3979. Later on, we'll get to what Hot Wings thinks about eye gazing.
Yeah.
New trend in dating. Also, tomorrow, like we said, Dude Shadoway with Lorenzo Lamas. That's coming up. Hot Wings Zane. Yesterday, you guys paid off your bet for the AFC and NFC championship games.
Yeah.
With a little bit of Brokeback Mountain fun. You guys went out yesterday. Producer Joe and I were in the studio. You went to a matinee film.
Yes, we did.
And this is some audio of that moment. The video, you probably do that today. It'll be up on the website tomorrow.
Yes, right? Indeed, it will.
All right, you can see the video, the awkwardness. We'll discuss it afterwards, because you had a couple things that happened that I think were a little bit eye-opening. Would that be fair to say? I don't want to put words in your mouth. But
yeah.
A little bit surprising.
I think we can say, without sounding like idiots, that for a brief moment, we walked in the shoes of an openly gay couple.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did.
To a degree.
To a degree,
well, sure
we did.
We did. I mean,
and
in fact, even almost more so, because some of the things we had to do were absurd.
Yeah. All right. So here's the audio. We pick it up right as you guys had just gotten to the theater. You're in your cars, and we pick it up right here.
I guess we should get out of the truck now.
Yeah, Hot Wings and Zane, you need to get out of the truck and lock hands, and do so like you mean it. By the way, you guys should know that Joe is so excited. He's actually made notes to himself. He is so excited to be on the giving end and not the receiving end. He's ready to pitch and not catch.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, hoping to being on the giving end, too.
Let's time for some gay.
Also, when you hold hands, do it the fingers locked way.
Oh.
Interlocking fingers.
Zane, you got to take your gloves off.
Oh, damn it.
I know. Well, if I'm not going to be wearing gloves, you're not going to be wearing gloves.
Yeah. And Joe's already amped it up with the interlocked fingers.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't think of that. I actually thought of that on the way over here.
Joe, would you allow them the alternate opportunity of just interlocking index fingers?
Yeah, you could do index or pinkies.
No, they have to do the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too hard to do that.
I don't know that.
I mean, you don't know that.
Interlocking pinkies.
No,
yeah, wait, hold my hand.
Oh, God. This is one of the most upsetting moments of my entire life.
Is it really? Because you're just holding hands with a dude.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because you're bad at picking football teams, that's why. So you're walking.
Yeah, but I got the last pick, so you can't really even put it on me.
That's true. It was just bad luck. Where are you at? You're walking through the theater now, or are you walking into the theater?
No, we're still outside. That's why you hear all the wind. Yeah. Are you good?
There we go. Now you got it.
Okay, we're out of the wind now.
All right. As you walk into the theater, if you can, please, one of you open the door, keep holding hands, and then both try and go through the door together and get stuck and let out a playful laugh.
Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. That doesn't really work that way.
Oh, come on. I won the bet. You have to do what I say.
Well, we're already in.
You have to do what I say.
Oh.
Where are you at? Are you in the lobby?
Yeah.
Still holding hands?
Yeah.
How close are your shoulders?
Very close. Like
okay, they
2
should
inches
be.
apart. Behind a bunch of folks.
Okay. You can see up on the movie board, like what's playing?
Yeah.
Hot Wings, if you could lean over and whisper in Zane's ear, and then Zane out loud say, "No, you said we were going to see Brokeback Mountain."
Okay.
How about King Kong?
No, you said we were going to see Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But, by the way, if you have any mints, eat them.
So there's people waiting in line?
I did that on purpose so you wouldn't try to kiss me.
His
breath actually smells like a foot.
When you get to the front and the transaction takes place, Joe, who would you like to say, "We'd like 2 for Brokeback Mountain, please"?
I think Zane should say that.
Yeah.
Who has the money?
Your own Brokeback Mountain. I've got my gift certificates. Zane's got it, yeah.
Zane's got it. Zane, put them in your pocket, and Hot Wings, you have to get them out of his pocket to pay for it.
Oh, no, that's ridiculous.
Was that one of your notes,
okay.
Joe?
What I'll do is I'll say
that was
that
a
my
good
hands are full. Oh, God. Where are they?
Right there.
Well, they're not even on the easy side.
Here, I'll put him on the easy side.
The back?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he's actually writing his ticket out by hand. Hello.
Hi.
2 for Brokeback Mountain, please.
2 for Brokeback Mountain. For the 1 o'clock game?
Yeah.
That is $12 today.
Ask if she's seen it.
Have you seen Brokeback Mountain?
No, I haven't.
The film?
No, just wondered if it was good.
Wondered what it was about.
Do you know what it's about?
It's popular, but I haven't seen it. So.
What is it about?
It's a love story.
It's a love
but
story.
I haven't.
Hot Wings say it's a cowboy movie, right?
Yeah, it's a cowboy movie, right?
I don't know if it's got anything to do with Cowboys, but I know it's in the West.
Can you sign that, please?
Oh, not this one. It's a gift card. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's it right there, and you're in theater number 1 today. On the lobby to your right, and you enjoy your show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hot Wings, say to Zane, you told me it was a cowboy movie.
You told me it was a cowboy movie.
What's love story? Don't
I
you know
thought it was
anything?
going to be like Dean Autry singing or something.
Are you still holding hands?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you going to buy some snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. What do you want? How many? You probably want a big hot dog, right?
No, I just want
Zane?
Hi.
Zane, could you say, I was going to get a pretzel because it looks so much like a heart, and then look at Hot Wings for approval?
I was thinking of pretzel because it looks so much like a heart.
Yeah. I'll take a number 1 with a Mountain Dew.
Number 1. For 75 cents more, you can have a bucket for your popcorn instead of a bag. Would you like to do that?
Yes, please.
Zane?
Okay.
I don't want any. I'll just have some of his.
Ask for just a hot dog bun.
No, thanks.
For what, sir?
Just a hot dog bun. I want just a bun.
What?
Do it.
Oh. Now you're being ridiculous.
All right, fine. That's fine. How about this?
No, that's
Hot Wings? Hot Wings, please ask the woman if she has booster seats for my little friend.
Okay. Any M&M's, Twizzlers, Milk Duds?
No, I think that'll do it. Though, do you have any? You don't have any booster seats for my little friend here.
Oh, you.
Yes, we do.
Now, Zane.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Zane?
Okay, good. You can use that, silly.
Zane, say, don't worry about it. I'll sit on his lap.
Booster seats are outside.
Oh, he's just being.
Yeah.
He's being silly. He is.
I use them for my
Yeah. Oh,
And it's like a little
okay.
stool.
There you go.
Good idea.
Hot Wings, does Zane look like he's digging it?
Yeah. Well, yes. Obviously, you know.
Zane, are you thinking about the size of Vern Troyer and Yao Ming simultaneously?
I hope not.
Yep, you're all set.
Okay.
Refill
Thank
and
you.
have some popcorn?
Thank you.
For your show.
Yeah, we might need we might need another load.
Get a couple of
Zane
napkins.
can't
I guess
resist.
I'll shove those into my pocket.
Okay, I got this. I'll carry this. You get your stuff together.
Thank you. I'm good.
If you guys, I'll make a deal with you. If you want to stop holding hands, it's okay, but you each have to go one hand in the other's back jean pocket, like people walking together at the mall when they first
No,
start
we're good.
dating.
No, we're good. Thank you.
We're going to continue.
I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Joe really wanted that one to happen, didn't you, Joe?
Yes.
You get my tickets, honey?
Yes. Great.
Hey, guys,
Yeah.
before you go anywhere, is there a bench nearby or a table?
What's up?
Never mind. Just stand there. Whoever's got the popcorn and drink, put it on the floor or next to you. And then Hot Wings, I want you to get down on your knee. You can not hold hands for this, and I want you to tie Zane's shoe. If it's tied already, untie it and then tie it again.
And maybe Zane could hold the snacks and treats.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is stupid.
Okay.
No.
All right.
He's got to let go of my hand.
Oh, what are they, double knotted?
Yeah, I doubled down my shoe.
Oh, my God. How do you do a double knot? What a tool.
So there's people walking by saying things.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently they don't like gay people here.
Oh,
I think most people don't care.
When we walked in, I actually heard a lady walk in behind us, and so I guess it's gay day.
Are you serious? People
Yeah.
are such bigots.
Yeah, I know it. It's ridiculous.
I mean, we're making fun of the fact that you're uncomfortable, but that's actually ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because she doesn't know about what's really going on, so she would actually say that in front of them. That's absolutely ridiculous.
And loud enough that I could hear it.
What a bitch.
oh my
Yeah,
God!
totally.
When we get off, go assault her.
Lady.
Because we got a very few, 2 emails saying that if we did this, it would be homophobic, and I think that's a great example of what real homophobia is. Good God.
Hang on, we got to hold hands again. All right, see? We're holding hands.
Hot Wings is so irritated. Not irritated, but just uncomfortable with, okay, I'm holding hands now.
So I'm offended that I was discriminated against by that lady.
We were, man. She's not ready to go the way of the gay.
This has nothing to do with sexual preference.
No.
This is just an uncomfortable moment between friends.
Now remember, when you get to the theater, the deal is...
Yeah, what?
You sit no chair in between. You look for one of those bench seats or an arm that folds up.
Oh, look at this place.
Yeah.
Is it empty?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's a bunch of blue hairs here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you want to go right here? Yeah, that's good. All right.
All right. Is the arm going to fold up?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Knees touching.
Get up there.
And then as the final coup de grace, because I believe the film starts in just a few minutes.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Zane, if you could stand up and say, hey, does everyone want to get a drink together afterwards?
It doesn't even make sense. That's preposterous. I don't understand why I would have to do that. We got to sit here. Let us do it at the end of the movie.
Come on, we fulfilled the bet. Now it's just ridiculous, brutal punishment.
Yeah, Joe, what's it like?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You guys have fulfilled the bet, but you do have to stay for the whole movie.
We know.
Okay, we will. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be there.
And knees touching through the scenes, including the scene when someone spits on their own hand.
Yeah, they're touching right now.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Oh, wait. When the movie's over, Zane, look at someone, call them a bitch, and run away.
That would be the Eric Zane advice right
All
there.
right. Thank you
guys.
No reason.
See ya.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. Hate you.
There it is. So you stayed for the movie. We'll get your reaction to the movie and also your reaction to the way you thought some people were giving you bad looks.
Oh, jeez.
Because of,
no question.
of the roles you were playing. We'll get to that coming up in just a few minutes. Hot Wings, you sounded way more awkward than Zane.
I was uncomfortable listening back to it again, too, because all it did was bring back all the feelings that I had while I was doing it.
You look uncomfortable. We'll get to that coming up in just moments. We'll also get to what Hot Wings thinks. We'll take a break. 8:45. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. .633, it's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show, 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. Later on this hour, what Hot Wings thinks about furry underpants.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Sounds
is that right?
Stupid.
I got a quick story of government waste. There's a watchdog group that makes sure the government doesn't overpay for items. We've got examples of them buying, sort of like the $300 wrench and so on and so forth. We'll get to that coming up a little bit later on. But the Sportier Than Thou Challenge, that's where we're at right now. Dave is our contestant. Hello, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, same 10 questions. You'll get them first. I'll be out in the hallway isolated so I can't hear you. If you don't know one, it's in your best interest to pass. If you tie me, you'll get the prizes. If you beat me, then you'll be the first to do it, okay?
Okay.
Now, normally when you listen, how many do you get?
Oh, anyway, from 4 to 6, depending on the questions.
Okay, you should be in it then. That should put you in it. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right.
All
right, El Matador is leaving the
All right, Brian.
premises.
Okay. The timer will start when I finish reading the first question.
Okay.
Good luck. What baseball team played in the most World Series in the 1970s?
Cincinnati Reds.
Yes. Where did Jerome Bettis play college football?
Notre Dame.
Yes. Name the Russian goaltender pulled from the famous Miracle on Ice game with the U.S. team.
Michigan.
No. Name the coach when asked about his loser Tampa Bay team's execution said, I'm in favor of it.
Pass.
Who did Larry Bird beat out for Rookie of the Year?
Magic Johnson.
Yes. What was the first national golf title Arnold Palmer won?
U.S. Amateur.
Yes. Who managed the Minnesota Twins in the 87 World Series?
Tom Kelly.
Yes. Name the heavyweight boxer with the most successful consecutive title defenses.
Oh.
Time.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Not bad. How many
You
did you
actually
get?
did pretty good. You got 5.
Yeah. You took your time. You got 5. And these are hard questions. Who knows?
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah.
Could you go get El Matador for us, please?
Why
so we
not?
can continue the contest. Is the other show on the air right now?
I hope he heard that. Oh, he did.
I thought I heard Joe call. I'm not back too early.
Did he slam the door in your face this time?
No,
he opens it, yells, and as you're walking through the entranceway, he'll slam it in your face.
No,
doesn't just let it go. Actually pushes it towards the frame.
That was a circumstance. You guys said something that made me run away.
Dave, how many did you get?
I think you said 5, right?
Yes.
Five, not bad.
Correct. No, 5's pretty
I'll
good.
put you in the fight. All right, I'm ready, I guess.
Let us begin, El Matador. What baseball team played in the most World Series in the 1970s?
Dodgers.
No. Where did Jerome Bettis play college football?
Notre Dame.
Yes. Name the Russian goaltender pulled from the famous Miracle on Ice game with the U.S. team.
Makarov.
No. Name the coach, the NFL coach, when asked about his loser Tampa Bay team's execution, said, "I'm in favor of it."
Pass.
Who did Larry Bird beat out for Rookie of the Year?
Magic Johnson.
Yes. What was the first national golf title Arnold Palmer won?
U.S. Open.
No. Who managed the Minnesota Twins in the '87 World Series?
Tom Kelly.
Yes. Name the heavyweight boxer with the most successful consecutive title defenses.
Larry Holmes.
No. Other than the Celtics, name an NBA team that Robert Parrish played for.
San Francisco.
No. Name a Chicago Cub who has a retired number.
Ryan Sandberg.
Yes. Name the NFL coach when asked about his loser Tampa Bay team's execution.
Time. Ray Perkins.
Hot Wings, can you total up the score, please?
I believe we tied, or I lost.
Free beer.
Oh, my God.
I think he got his ass kicked.
Lost.
I lost.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God in heaven!
And that's why I called him Free Beer and not El Matador.
Well, that's incredible. Brian has taken the title of El Matador.
He's Dave.
My name's Dave.
But if your name were Brian,
You still would have won.
This would be no less
Brian the whole
spectacular.
goddamn game.
Yes, because I actually wrote down Brian on my list because of what you had said.
Oh,
no. Of all the times we played,
What a
today
mess.
was the first time since I've had the winning streak where I got up in the morning and said to no one in particular, pretty sure I'm going to win today.
All right.
Dave got some tough ones.
He got Cincinnati Reds. He got Notre Dame. It's Stradiak was the Russian goaltender.
Trediak.
John McKay was the NFL coach. He got U.S. Amateur for Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
He got Tom Kelly. Joe Louis was the boxer. I can't believe Robert Parrish. You didn't get that one. Golden State, Charlotte, or Chicago?
I believe he was drafted. Well, Golden State was San Francisco. I didn't know if they were the San Francisco Warriors or Golden State at the time. I meant Golden State, but that's not the answer.
It's over. It's over. I can't believe I'm going to cry.
And the thing is, Free Beer, it's going to make you feel even worse. He only got 7 questions read.
Yeah.
Because
this was a
he
poor
took his-
performance.
he
I got
took
no
his time.
excuses.
It's over.
Dave, you are the first winner on the Sportier Than Thou Challenge. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job. I'm horribly disappointed. I'm not going to pretend I'm not.
Here's the thing. You know, on this show, you may get, he's just doing that for the radio every now and then.
No,
I think you're legitimately upset, and I want to avoid doing anything to upset you for the rest of the day.
No, because I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Well, yeah,
But your face
pissed at myself.
Your face says pissed off.
I'm pissed
your
because
face says ass kicking.
I knew that he was drafted, but Robert Parrish was drafted by Golden State, and that he played for Chicago at the end of his career. He won one of the titles, or maybe one or two of the titles in the '90s with the Bulls. I knew that. It's not a question. It just I got nervous because I missed a couple at the beginning. I know Trediak because I've watched that documentary and the movie about a bazillion times, and I said Makarov, who was the trainer who got in the car accident with Konstantinov with the Red Wings after they won the title.
Something. I mean, geez.
Which is, I'm sure there's other Makarovs or Makarovs.
I think there was something. There was a player on the team named that.
And the boxing
You're
question...
thinking of Manatsakanov.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah,
masseuse.
you're right. Then there probably was a Makarov, but still, Trediak I should have known. But the boxing question, I knew that it had to be Joe Louis or Larry Holmes, and I was about to say Joe Louis, and then I changed my mind. So I'm pissed that I gave it away. But you know what? I didn't deserve it because he was really good. It's
he
not
did
like,
really well. He knew some really weird things. Well, the U.S. Amateur
When he
thing
got
was
that one,
yeah,
I knew
was
you were in trouble.
He actually knows, and that wasn't a situation where you think, well, he's got to think about it. He just said it.
I knew you were in trouble when you didn't know Cincinnati Reds, and I knew you were really dead.
Did he get the Reds one?
Yeah.
That one I should have gotten. I mean,
you got Jerome Bettis, right?
I'm not making any excuses. He beat me.
I
did get Jerome Bettis.
So how many total did he get again?
I got 4.
Freebeer?
Freebeer got 4.
You got 4.
Yeah.
That shows you how well I paid attention. But my scorecard said 2.
I missed 2 that I should have gotten. But Dave beat me. I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying that he got me on a bad day. I lost.
Holy.
Dave did terrific.
I can't believe how pissed I am at myself. I can't believe I take it that seriously. It's all I can do not to be a horrible sport and throw things.
I can't believe how my heroism or hero worship for you has been shaken.
Yeah, I got nothing anymore.
Is that right?
I'm a little devastated.
There is no joy in Mudville.
I want to get a Dave poster.
25.
Now. It is
1.
Well done, Dave.
And 3. Dave, way to go, El Matador.
I will
Free beer. You will try again next week.
I will. Maybe I should have to get the preliminary question right to play. Or they should start doing a host preliminary question.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I think after 25 wins, you'll get a pass.
Ugh.
There is no shame in losing to Dave or Brian or whatever he calls himself.
Well done, Dave. Well done. We'll take a break. 6:41. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. It's 8:34. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. We'll get to what Hot Wings thinks coming up about 15 minutes away. About the State of the Union last night. That's coming up. Producer Joe spun his wheel yesterday at about this time, a little bit earlier, almost a little more than 24 hours ago. And it stopped on Speedo Sprint, one that's been on the wheel, I believe, since we first started having the wheel. One of the original 6, if you will.
Yes.
And finally stopped on it. You had assigned 20 points, as we now give you 150 points to distribute as you are pleased by it.
Yeah.
Which has eliminated the complaining, because you now get to assign things. And wouldn't you say it feels more fair to you?
Yeah, except there's always a little bit more involved. The rules are never set.
There's always some
There's
gray
always
area.
some extra, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
actually, I fully know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I fully would acknowledge that that's all true, including on this one. It's Speedo Sprint, but what was not included in the brief description of Speedo Sprint is the fact that Joe would have to go to the Speedo here in the studio and then make his way out of the building from the 5th floor down to ground level, past all of the people that work with us, both in our office and in the other offices within the building.
Yes.
Are we ready?
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Joe, are you ready?
No, I hate this.
Come on, get nude, dude.
Remember, as you're stripping, that Zane said the longer it's been since he saw Brokeback Mountain, the more he liked it.
That's right,
so
Joe. You might want to hurry.
All right, he's undoing his zipper.
What a wad.
With that color, you could go hunting. It's some sweet hunter's orange you're wearing. Hot Wings said, "Oh, what a wad!" By the way,
look at that. Looks like there's a fist in there.
There are already people gathering to watch.
Oh yeah,
this is sick. We're all sick.
Our horny sales lady's out there just waiting for you to come out.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna snap you with a towel.
Oh yeah, she's gonna smack your cheek.
Sure, that's not it.
Now Joe is down to. He's putting his shoes back on. With his now, unfortunately, as you guys are going down in the elevator, his cell phones will not work in the elevator, so we're going to lose you. We will once you leave the studio. We'll just be speculating as to what's going on. Maybe we'll talk to you until you get to the elevator.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll stay on in the elevator.
Die.
You never know.
I'm calling you right now.
Okay.
No, that's no good. We shouldn't do that, because when I was doing my stand-up comedy, I lost you guys. And but for some reason, it didn't hang up here, and I couldn't get back through.
Well,
it was
yeah,
a big
but
mess.
Don't worry about it. We got it under control. You just worry about running. Take off your shirt.
Okay.
Yep. So Joe's in the orange Speedo. It's not really a Speedo, but it sure looks like it. All
right, let's go.
You've been working out.
Earlier, we asked Joe if he got a true Speedo, and he said no. And I said, "Is it briefs?"
Wait, hold
and
on.
he said, "Yes, it is briefs, but it's classy briefs.
They're ribbed."
What are you doing?
I'm taking these as soon as the sprint's over. These are going.
Well, no, you
I
got
think
to
that's
come
fair.
back up here.
I think that's fair. I think you should get to re-robe downstairs if you want, rather than he's now leaving.
Calling it.
Okay, he is leaving the room. Eric Zane, do we got you?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I'm walking down the hall.
Tell us if you run into anyone.
Okay. He's got the hairiest legs. Jesus, unbelievable how hairy he is.
Does he have hair on his back?
He has no back hair yet. He's too young for that.
Now, he's going to go past the conference room, and there's no guarantee there will be anyone in there. But there often is this time of day.
I'll be able to tell you as we're approaching if there is. No, there's not. It's empty.
He's dodging a bullet.
There's a gauntlet of chicks.
All the women from the office are there?
Yeah, all the women from the office are here.
Listen to everyone.
Oh, poor Joe. He's going to be scarred.
They're commenting about the size of his junk.
Now,
oh, yeah.
Is Joe calling me, by the way?
Yeah, he should be dialing you, but it's going to crap out because we're just getting into the elevator.
By the way, are you, before we pick up the phone with him, are you going to do what we discussed with the elevator buttons?
Yeah, I think we're losing Zane. We'll have to pick him up on the once he gets downstairs. I'm actually going to hang up on him, so there's not a problem. But we had suggested to Zane, and Joe can't hear right now because they're not carrying a radio with them, and they're in the elevator. That because the building, it's a bank, and then it's got a law office, an accounting firm, a financial planning, all people with real jobs, real lives, not being silly and running around in a Speedo and so on and so forth. And so in this particular case, we asked Zane to go ahead and push all the buttons.
Right, there's 7 floors, and in fact, there's 2 button 7s because there's an east and a west, and then you've, of course, got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, so he's going to hit all of those. Well, there's a basement, too. I wonder if he'll hit the basement.
Probably. Now, what had to be rough for Joe is leaving this room where we're at, the studio, and going down this hall and then getting to the conference room. Yeah. At that point, if you haven't seen anyone, you're pretty much out scot-free. You'd think.
You think.
Except for the fact that all of our coworkers, brilliantly I might add, were waiting around the corner as he's just about to leave.
They're all excited, too.
Who do we got here?
Yeah, it's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Where are you?
We're live in the elevator. We've stopped at every floor on the way down.
Oh, geez. Did he accidentally back into that panel or something?
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. There's people waiting downstairs.
There's a crowd. Oh, poor Joe.
I heard the general managers laugh.
Yeah.
You don't want to be seen in your underwear in front of your boss.
This is awful.
No.
There's people outside. It's freezing. As soon as we get out of there, I want to book it.
Where are you now? Are you in the lobby?
Fine. Yeah, I'm in the lobby.
Zane?
Okay, yeah, we're going out.
It's freezing.
We're going out right now.
Yeah, of course
it's like 34 degrees.
All right, you guys ready?
Horns.
Oh, this is
Freebird,
great.
are you ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Joe, go. Run, Joe.
I want to try to look.
Joe is running around the building, his Speedo sprint.
Hey, listeners brought water balloons. Not me.
Listeners brought water balloons, according to Zane.
Oh, that is uncalled for.
And fantastic.
Oh, no. What's going on, guys?
So it's just everybody's out there waiting for him.
Oh, God, they're honking.
Zane, are you getting this on film?
Yeah.
Zane,
Joe.
what's happening?
Is he being attacked by...
As if it's not bad enough.
Oh, no.
Water balloons in winter is always the best time.
When he screams, he sounds like a pterodactyl.
Absolutely.
Now, we can't see him yet because he went clockwise around the building, so we're going to have to wait a few seconds before he comes into view for us. But
what just happened?
Joe, tell him what happened.
Attacked. Let's just catch me.
Are you done?
He's done.
He's done?
He's done.
That was fast.
I know.
Wow, is he quick?
Yeah, he ran his balls off.
Now he's going to have to smoke.
Zane, how ridiculous was it?
Oh, it was unbelievable. He took off like a bat out of hell.
Now we're losing you guys. I'm going to put you both on hold. And, of course, this is one where the video is going to be even better, although hearing all of the people around there was spectacular. Well done to all who went to make an appearance and see Producer Joe in his bright orange hunting Speedo.
Oh, God, I can't wait to see this video. This is going to be outstanding. This is going to be our highest, or at least tomorrow, whenever the video gets up, probably later this afternoon.
Late tonight.
It is going to be our highest website traffic day ever.
And it may end up taking a little longer because Zane might end up pausing it too often.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, he'll want some still photos.
What?
No, I didn't.
What?
No pause.
No, I meant when you're editing later on.
Yeah, to get some glimpses of Joe.
How bad was it?
Well, the
now
thing
that we got
is,
you back in studio.
He ran so fast that I was at the start-finish line.
Mm-hmm.
He took off, so I got him clearly going all the way to the end. The corner, he made the right.
Yeah.
My plan was to head him off at the pass.
Catch him on the other side of the
and
building.
get him running towards me. But there's all these listeners with water balloons. And so I'm literally dodging people because they wanted to throw them at me first.
Yeah.
And then,
okay, that makes sense.
So then I finally get Joe running towards me. So there's a lot of camera jostling and stuff, but there's plenty of Joe.
It's going to be pure chaos.
It is chaos. And then he screams when they threw the water balloon at him.
What percentage of our coworkers here in the building were standing outside waiting for him? Most? I know it's not a percentage.
I can't think of
how many?
Few that didn't.
I heard the general managers laugh at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that saw him in his underpants.
Oh, yeah.
Where is he now?
He's in the bathroom putting his clothes on.
The thing is, his pants are in here, though.
He only took the shirt.
Yeah, he took the shirt.
Ridiculous.
He wanted to be like a day at the beach with Elle McPherson.
That video will be on the website probably late tonight.
Yeah, it will be on the
tomorrow,
website this evening.
Barring incident. What Hot Wings thinks coming up in just a few minutes. Joe picks up the 20 points. He now has 67.5 points, which he'll probably use to buy more Speedos. He likes it for the comfort.
Oh, yeah, they're snuggly.
We'll take a break. 8:44. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com.
Now, did any one of us say that Out on the Tiles was not a good song? Did anyone say that?
No, we said it was a big bagger because it was unknown. That doesn't make it a bad. That doesn't make it a bad song.
Why?
It just means it's not one that's popular or anyone knows offhand.
Exactly. I don't know how these music heads get so wrapped up in that little statement and think that it's an insult on the song. That doesn't mean it's a bad song.
No.
Jim.
Over the time, there have been plenty of good songs that have gone into the big bag because only the person who picked it knows that it's good.
Yeah.
There have been plenty of big baggers that we've downloaded onto our iPods and so on.
I agree that is a good song. And Jim writes, F you effing Fs. Out on the Tile is a Tiles is a kick-ass song. Just because you a-holes only listen to top 40 crap doesn't mean it's a big bagger. Okay, my rant is done. Love the show. Laugh out loud. Okay, you fixed it with the last line, but you're lucky because I was getting ready to somehow try to find where you live and shoot you in the face.
There is some people do get a little misguided with the big bag. That just implies that it's not a song that anyone could get in a name that tune style competition. It can be an awesome song.
Apparently,
well, yeah, I mean,
so yeah. And apparently, the game we were referencing was Taboo.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I didn't think of it.
No one did.
And Alanis Morissette is on tour with Matchbox 20 and some band called Mute Math.
And she's opening for them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty wild. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. Well, it was the beginning of the football season, and Joe Theismann joined us on the radio show. We had interviewed him once before when we lived in Knoxville. It was he's good. He's very good. But the interview that we had with him at the beginning of the year ended poorly. The first 8 minutes of the interview were fantastic, and then abruptly he decided to end the moment.
Hey, Joe, now I imagine when you played with the way your face mask was, you had a lot of defensive guys actually wanted to try to punch you in the face.
Yeah, I know. Hey guys, listen, I'd love to. We're going to keep it going here, but I've got to cut off and go do another cut in. But thanks so much.
All right, Joe.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, that blows.
I couldn't believe that. That was so awkward.
It would have been just as easy for him to go, yeah, you know what, I did have some guys try to take some shots. I want to keep talking to you, but I'm getting waved at to wrap this up, so I'd love to talk to you again. It wouldn't have been as weird, though, as him just essentially ignoring the question and saying, bye.
Yeah, we're going to keep it going, which would suggest that he's going to keep talking to us, but where in fact he meant, I'm going to keep it going, but without you.
And for the record, it should be noted, we were not over the time they gave us. In fact, we were under. If we were over, we'd have to point at ourselves a little bit with the blame for that, but we were under the times.
Yes, we were.
So when the opportunity came up to interview Joe Theismann again, and Joe brought it up to us, he said, I don't know if you guys will want to do this. Not that he's forever banned or something like that. We might talk to him again. But
I doubt it.
It seems unlikely.
I think I doubt it. So long as he's in conjunction promoting something that's uninteresting.
Yes.
That he's going to work in, like prostate health.
With the Jerome Bettis, which we aired earlier, and we may do again for the late crowd later.
Yeah.
It was a very polite endorsement that he threw out about this Promise butter substitute product.
And that's the trade.
And that's the way it goes.
That's fine. That's normal.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're us or a good show. Either way, that's the trade.
Exactly.
And so when the opportunity came up again, Joe said, I think I'd like to do this as an intern view. And we've done a few of these over time. Some have been great. Some have been disasters. Well, they've all been disasters. It's just a matter of how great they are.
The one that comes to mind that was exceptionally funny was when Kurt Busch interviewed Eli Gold, the NASCAR and Alabama football announcer guy.
Nashville Predators announcer,
Predators, too. And it was way awkward because Eli was a bit of a curmudgeon, and Kurt Busch is mildly retarded. And there was a lot of fun in that interview.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, Joe said, who should we have do this? And we said Internet Porn Jenny, because she probably doesn't know anything about football. And the interns, even if they did, they get no warning.
Yeah.
They get no time to prepare. We set them up to fail, and the fact that they're green, they don't know what they're doing, makes it even worse. So Hot Wings Zane and I have heard very little of this, about 10 seconds. Joe has heard all of it, for sure. This is Joe Theismann being interviewed in the studio yesterday during our show by Internet Porn Jenny, 20-year-old intern.
Any final thoughts, Joe, on this that we need for the setup, since you've heard it all?
I guess not that you'd have to be told to pay attention, but there's some good moments throughout where she tells stories to Joe.
She tells stories.
She tells stories to Joe.
Good. Whimsically, hopefully.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, this is great. Okay.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for inviting me in this morning.
No problem. Is this Joe?
It is Joe.
Hi. Nice to have you on the line finally.
Nice to meet me.
Sorry about that. There was
nice to meet you, too.
Nice. Sorry, there was just a sound in my ear, and then there was you. So. Gotcha.
Sounds like a nice place to be.
It is. Well, you want to get started then?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, awesome.
No, he wants to make small talk.
All right, we want to welcome Joe Theismann to the show. He is calling in from Phoenix, where he's going to be attending the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us, Joe.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Jenny.
No problem.
She's asked to stop, no problem. That's the second time she's done
That's filler. She is so nervous you can hear it in her voice.
It's
shaking.
It's filler for, I don't know what to ask him. Was she really shaking? It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you're calling from Phoenix. I'm very jealous of you right now.
Yep, I know you are. I'm just telling you that it's unseasonably cool here. I just want you to know that. Usually they expect it in the 70s, so
no problem.
We're experiencing a little bit of a chill as well.
Yeah, my grandparents actually live down in Phoenix, and I've been there twice in my life, and I just remember there was a dust storm, and then the day after the dust storm, it rained, and everybody was standing outside, and they were just looking outside in amazement. I go to the window, I'm like, what is everybody staring at? They're like, it's raining out there. Yeah.
And then, Joe, we went to the grocery store. We got some pig's feet.
I'll say it never rains here, but I flew in on Sunday, and they'd had 24 solid hours of rain.
Oh, awesome.
No problem.
And you apparently have some tips to give people on throwing a winning Super Bowl party.
Oh, he loves that.
Oh, yeah, she sets him up.
She goes right into it.
He doesn't have to talk about his stupid broken leg or his single bar face mask or who's going to win the game. He gets to talk about small talk with Boobs McGillicuddy, and then next thing you know, he's plugging his product.
It's the best one he had all day, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, that Howard Stern, he was kind of boring, but that one chick, she was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give people on throwing a winning Super Bowl party.
So often when we throw a party, it seems like if we're the host or hostess, we wind up sort of accommodating everybody else and not really enjoying it. So
that's what you do when you're a host.
Let people enjoy it with you. But I think
Joe, you're saying that this was way long and you had to chop it up?
Yeah.
Joe talked for like 10 minutes about like dip.
He did the first 10-minute commercial ever.
Are you serious?
Put chocolate on them, blah, blah, blah.
So this was like 50...
Eat them with cheese.
Oh, yeah. Well, and of course she just let him.
So for time's sake...
She was thrilled. It took the pressure off of her.
Oh, yeah.
But for time's sake, you cleaved all that out, thank
Hell
goodness.
yeah.
Tell me this isn't more than 3 seconds.
Essential part of the party. I know, as a matter of fact, one essential part is to have a brand new product that we're bringing out with Townhouse. It's called Flipside.
Ooh.
Part pretzel, part cracker.
Oh, a
I'll
cracker.
tell you something. It is all good.
Gotcha. Well, I have to ask for the ladies. I don't care myself, really. Blessed with a high metabolism, but I gotta ask for some of the ladies out there who do care.
I have a great body, so I don't care. I can eat anything because I'm awesome.
Hey, this question's for all the fat-ass chicks who are jealous of me.
Oh, no.
That's what she said.
I have a rockin' bod, so this is no problem for me. I can eat whatever I want, but for the lard asses listening.
So, Joe, what you're saying is...
So, Joe, what you're saying is for all the plumpers that are hearing this.
Joe, what about for the beefy girls who have to try?
Part cracker, and I'll tell you something. It is all good.
Gotcha. Well, I have to ask for the ladies. I don't care myself, really. Blessed with a high metabolism, but I gotta ask for some of the ladies out there who do care.
You blimps.
You're the ones who look like Meg from Family Guy.
Oh, you porkers out there, unlike me, because I'm hot.
If you eat this, is it gonna make you a big blimp?
No, absolutely not. I mean, they're little crackers.
They're little but
Yeah,
of
they're
course
crackers.
you got to wash them down with the beer. If you're really
they're
throwing
crackers.
a Super Bowl football party, you got to wash them
his
down.
promo.
With
I
Yeah,
mean,
she
after
is.
all, we're free beer and hot wings, right?
beer. Right.
And you slide the crackers right in, so it'd be free beer, hot wings, and flip sides. I mean,
Crackers.
there it is.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for
Oh,
doing
now
that.
they're
Joe.
getting
Way
the
to work that one in,
sliding things.
Joe.
Another reason why it's a good thing we dodged this interview.
Joe adds, we can add that in. Joe, our producer, Joe, says add that in for a show intro right
That's
there.
right.
show.
Some cracker pretzels to
That's
mix
right.
with it. You're hot. If you ate hot wings, would it help cool down your mouth?
Absolutely.
What was that question? If you ate hot wings, would it help cool down your mouth?
We got to let her go.
Yeah.
We're never going to get done.
If you ate hot wings, would it help cool down your mouth?
Absolutely. You can use these as a coolant for your hot wings. I think, use them as a chaser, use them as a coolant. I think
Joe.
they work out great. I tell you, I really do. I enjoy the taste of them. And, yes, I'm here promoting them, and yes, I'm supposed to,
Big
but I'll tell you, I really, really love the product.
Gotcha.
Honest to goodness, do.
And I've noticed when you throw a party, and especially with guys,
Story time.
some people just throw parties and they expect people to come, bring your own beer type stuff, and then everybody gets hungry. Once you've had those couple drinks, you get hungry, and you can't throw a good party without food. We threw a party this last weekend.
Thanks for the
and we
observation.
put food out. Everybody, I'm a college student, so you don't expect to go to college parties with food, and we had food. And everybody was just so stoked. So I'm sure if
At my parties, when people get hungry, I just open up a wide stance.
everybody has food at the Super
Anybody
Bowl parties
hungry?
most of the time. But
Whether it's your parents' home where they're throwing a party, or whether you're having one at the dorm or you're hanging out somewhere, these are the perfect snack foods to have lay around.
well, wonderful.
He's acting like these
well, now
crackers
you got that
cure
thrown out of
cancer.
the way.
Yeah.
Even though you love them, I know you had to put that out there.
I'm
glad you love the product
It's important
that-
if you're having a party.
I'll talk at the same time.
Exactly.
She's
Well,
totally mocking him.
Are you going to be at the Super Bowl?
I'm
No,
thinking
he's-
about attending it. Yes.
He's just
I normally
in
don't
Phoenix
go.
for the cracker factory.
You want to go?
He's there
If I
for a
can find
Coyotes
tickets for you,
game.
I'd invite you.
Yeah. How much are tickets running this year?
Well, the ticket prices
Well, they're
they
impossible
value
to get, but-
$700, $900, and I think there might
I'm
even
sure
be
Joe
some
Theismann had to
more
buy a
expensive
Super
than
Bowl
that.
ticket.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Actually,
I
you might
pull
have.
that out of my pocket.
Well, I figured you would. You're
Being
a
in
college you're a college student.
Of course.
You got that
All
laying
college
around.
students has millions of dollars
No
to
problem.
spend.
There are a lot of people that want to see history made. I mean, if the New England Patriots go undefeated, this will be unprecedented to have won 19 straight football games. And then, of course, if the Giants win, it will be the one that have knocked off.
What are you talking
Has anyone
about?
ever won 100 in a row?
I want to talk
So,
crackers.
one way, shape, or form, history is going to be made this Sunday.
Right.
Let's get
well,
back to cracker
you know
talk.
something about history, being a big-time Super Bowl winner yourself.
There is nothing in life that compares to walking off that
Well
field
done, Jenny.
at the end of that contest and know that you're considered the best in the world.
Oh, I bet not. I mean, even in high school, I was in cheerleading all through high school, and that doesn't
being a cheerleader is like winning the Super Bowl.
But even being close to a high school field gets you all amped up. So I can't even imagine what it would be like to play.
You were probably so horny
field.
after the game.
I played powder puff.
I
gotta throw that out there.
Oh no!
Or get you impressed with me.
Now, what position do you play?
69. Is stooped a position? Arch back.
Upside down on the commode.
Oh yeah, too much, says the guy who's in the last crack.
Reverse Oreo. Me. It was Zane.
Yeah, right.
I was actually on the defensive line, and then I was safety in my junior year. I'm pretty fast compared to other girls.
I think I'd much rather had you as a defensive lineman chasing me around than some of those other guys that I played against.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'd take you out.
I figured you would, but at least I know you're not 400 pounds. That's the good news.
Yeah, I'm hot. Remember I was talking about the plumpers earlier? Yeah, I don't have to worry
about
that.
Well, it'd be odd if I did turn out to be 400 pounds, especially.
It would be odd.
But if I keep on eating those snack foods that you said, then.
No, you will not get big. I'm telling you, you will stay nice and you will enjoy yourself. They will not make you big and heavy.
Yeah, I will.
She wasn't going to say they'll make you heavy. They'll give you cancer is what she was going to say.
Thank you for joining us on the show, and I'm going to try these. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go out and buy some.
You are
especially
not. You liar.
If you say that they're this good, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to go buy some.
And then, you can critique it. You can become a food critic.
I can. If it's bad, I'm going to blame it on you.
If it's bad, just call and yell at me, will you? I promise you it won't be bad.
I will call you up and say you owe me good seats to the Super Bowl right next to you and a couple of beers.
Yes, she is.
Jenny.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and have a good rest of the day. Have fun at the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
Yep.
No problem.
Now, she did do much better.
No,
under the pressure, she did. I thought she did okay.
Yeah.
But let's just make it a point. Joe, you took out some of his plugging. He probably did 10, 12 minutes with her altogether.
Yes. Yeah, this is us. Yeah,
so he's okay with that. But a real question's about football. He had to bail 6 minutes early so that he could go. I got to keep it going. There's something.
He would have talked to her. If I didn't rap, he would have talked to her for 25 minutes. Guaranteed.
Wow.
He was all flirty.
Yeah.
That was something, man. Holy
That
cow.
was funny. I like laughing. Laughing's my favorite.
Oh, Jesus.
You're
right. It was story time.
We'll get to what Hot Wings thinks coming up next. We'll also play for you the audio of Chris Berman being angry at his studio staff. This is from a while ago. This is old, but it's fun to hear the schwam get all uptight. We'll take a break. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. $7:33. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. We're talking about the Oscars. One other thing that I thought was really funny that we didn't mention. And that was the montage at the beginning where they said, Westerns have always had a bit of a gay theme, and they had all of the clips from old classic Westerns.
Yeah, you're right. That was actually really funny.
That felt a little bit Sounds of the Game like, things taken out of context to seem much worse than they were.
Yeah, that was terrific. And who knew Heston was so cut? I know it.
No kidding, man.
Of course, now he's on his deathbed.
Well,
virtually.
yeah, not now, but back then, man. I mean, that dude was like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, he's so out of it now. He probably watched that segment and went, "Wow, that guy's hot."
Yeah, I'm attracted to myself. I like the way I look.
Kind of creepy. 1-800-947-3979. Later on this hour, we'll get to what Kevin should wear. This silly loser that is put together a website that says what he should wear. People get to vote on it, I guess.
It's really, I can't believe he spent the time to put it together.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it benefited him in the way that he gets to talk to people about it.
As we get ready for PA Pranks, the PA Pranks Tournament 2006, second annual, set to get underway when March Madness gets underway to find out what the greatest PA prank of the last year was.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, it could be one of the provisionals from the other years, of course. But the field is set. The matchups are not set.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to do it exactly like the NCAA tournament.
Well, we have our 64 teams that will be in the tournament, but the matchup show has not yet happened.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 64.
There are some provisionals that made it in who had been in the other tournament, and that's going to happen from time
last
to time.
year. Well, they were big hitters from last year that kind of like in NASCAR, you get a provisional based on your prior performance. And we all know
past champions.
That of the 64 that are in there, the 10 that got provisionals have earned it. Mm-hmm. You cannot have a field of 64 without Chuck Jizatter eating stool or eat a load.
Those are all in there. And one of the classics, last name Jablomi, first name Haywood. That was one we thought was going to win the tournament last year and was the victim of an Elite Eight upset.
And the woman who did Haywood Jablomi, she also did Chuck Jizatter. That's the same woman.
Yeah, she's a superstar when it comes to the world of
very prolific
world of PA pranks.
And then there's last name Matwat, first name Phil.
That's last year's winner.
Yeah, it was last year's winner.
You know, in the history,
so that one's going to be tough to beat.
In the history of the PA Pranks tournament, there's never been a back-to-back champion because there's only been one tournament.
I'll tell you what, if that thing doesn't win this year, whichever name does win is going to have a big hole to fill.
Is it ever?
You cannot forget about Myrod Gozinia.
That's one of my favorites of all time.
Last name Hunt, first name Mike, which I still can't believe got under the radar.
And all of these you're mentioning are provisionals.
These are all from the previous year.
Yeah, those are all,
But there's a lot of new ones that in the last year that are really going to be upstarts. I mean, these are new programs. These are the Gonzagas of the PA Pranks world. Teams that come out of nowhere that all of a sudden you're seeing them and they're on the national radar. Like, there's so many.
Igar,
last name Goldjiz. That's a big one.
That's Joe's favorite.
Yeah.
Last name Vainel, first name Isla.
Yeah, that's a strong one. That's going to be tough to beat.
Last name Sorvaj, first name Iva.
Now I like last name Lerfondler, first name Todd.
I think that one's got some real star power to it.
Todd Lerfondler.
Oh, that
could
foreign
go far.
name. Last name Locum, first name Icewall. And you can't have a field of 64 without last name Sanus, first name Lou.
Yes. These are all big.
Oh my gosh. There's two versions of this one. Last name Spudhole, first name Lou.
There's two versions of it?
Two versions.
Yeah, there is. I remember that we did two. One was poorly mic'd, but better.
That's right.
Joe hates last name Agra user, first name Viagra user.
You don't like that one, Joe?
Oh, that's lame.
I don't even remember that one.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
That's
Pepperoni.
By the way, Pepperoni's pissed. They once again fell short.
That's the life of a mid-major, always on the outside looking in. You go 22-1 in the regular season, and yet still you find yourself sitting down during dance time.
You should you could put that up against Viagra user.
Yeah, you could.
No, because that would mean one of them would have to advance.
Last name Lintruder, first name Ana.
Ick and me, first name Boyd.
Oh my gosh! And who could forget using the last name first, then the first name Vugger Bud.
Yeah, that's very high on
It's
the
going to
list.
be a big tournament.
You remember last year we did this and it showed up on that internet news page, FARC?
Yes.
The field of 64 showed up on FARC.
There were updates on it on that website, which no doubt means dozens of other radio shows stole it.
Right. This is their time of year that they catch up on the PA pranks.
Now, what do you guys think about the chances of last name Kerr, first name Coxa? Think that one's going to go far this year?
I'm always a fan.
Never forget that. We got that at that Modell's in Tom's River. Remember that Hot Wings?
Yes, I definitely remember that.
Got to go to Moe's.
Yeah. Loud and clear do I remember that one.
I remember because it was me, you, and Steve, and you were over by the jersey standing and looking at some, like a Giants jersey or something. I was way over by the barbells, and I remember all I could see was your shoulders and head. And then when she did that page, you suddenly started laughing uncontrollably.
Trying to hide behind a hooded sweatshirt.
I know it'll never be recreated, but you know the time that you guys went with me, I had to return some gloves that were torn to I think it was a Kohl's.
It was a Kohl's.
Yes,
and I was standing in the pants section.
And you guys went with us, went with me. We were going to get some lunch afterwards, and I'm standing, and I didn't know that you had brought the equipment to do PA pranks. So I'm standing there with the lady at customer service, and in the middle of my transaction, the phone rings, and she's the only person there, and she leaves and goes back and picks up the phone, and she goes,
yeah, I can page this person for you. What's the name? And I see her write it down, and it's still not dawning on me what's going on until she made the page, and I don't remember which one it was. But I know that I then had, after hearing her make the page and hearing it go over the loudspeaker and seeing it come directly from her mouth, that I had to stand there and get my money back for the gloves and everything else. Do you remember which one it was?
No.
I don't either. That was fantastic, though.
I don't remember what it was.
It was wonderful. One of my favorite times.
Vegas has an early line. They're saying that could be a dark horse. Last name Cowcum, first name Eaton.
That's just such a weird one. I mean, really.
I don't get that one.
That one's really weird.
That one's pretty high on the absurdity level, but
I'm not. I don't get it. Maybe you could explain it to me.
Oh
no!
You see, when a cow loves another cow very much,
right?
Come on, there's sphincters tightening all over the listening audience.
We do have a new edition of PA Pranks. This one could be in the tournament for next year.
Yes, we got it at the San Antonio International Airport. We were all kind of hanging out. You can tell because at the end of this one, we all kind of started laughing. And I used some dumb voice to say that we're going to have to call back. You'll hear that at the end. But we were all kind of hanging out, waiting for the plane to arrive to leave radio camp at the San Antonio International Airport. And we figured we would do some PA pranks.
Hello there. I was hoping you could do a page for me. No, is this the airport? Okay, this is it's in the Northwest Terminal. Would you be able to page a relative of mine? Last name is Myjunkin, Myjunkin. First name is Duncan. Duncan Myjunkin. Yes. Tell him if you could page him and so that he could call home. Yes. Thank you.
Hurry up.
Paging Duncan Majunkin, Mr. Duncan Majunkin. Please contact airport information for any white courtesy calls or messages.
We may have to call again.
The beauty of doing them in the airport is because you know how when you travel with a group or whatever, you start reading your book, you're not really paying attention to what the other people in your traveling party are doing. And so at that point, I'm sitting there reading the book, and I had noticed you were up on the phone, but I thought maybe you're calling your family, talking to the kids, whatever else. And then you hear the page, and I remember actually in the middle of my Tom Clancy book sitting there going,
oh, yeah.
Did I just hear Duncan Majunkin? I think I did. Outstanding.
That one was emailed. We got that one sent in via the website.
PA pranks that rhyme
they're fun.
Are a new frontier. I like it. Big fan.
All right.
We'll get to What Should Kevin Wear coming up in just a few minutes. This is a guy who has a website to help him decide what clothes to wear. I already don't like him.
It's ridiculous.
It seems pretty stupid.
It is.
We'll take a break. 7:44. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. $8:09. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email Free Beer and Hot Wings at hotmail.com. Coming up later on this hour, what Hot Wings thinks, revisiting Ice Cube in the movie about Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yes.
By the way, right along with what Hot Wings thinks, what that is about, they're going to be redoing the movie or the television show Dallas as a movie.
Yes.
You see who's playing JR?
I don't know who's
John
playing
Travolta.
Really?
Yep. But just like what you'll be addressing in What Hot Wings Thinks, they tried to get cute. Sue Ellen is going to be played by Jennifer Lopez.
See, I saw her name mentioned in line with the movie, but I didn't know what she was playing.
Do you think there's ever been a Puerto Rican woman named Sue Ellen?
I would say no.
It's not out of the question, but it does seem unlikely.
Not likely.
It does seem unlikely. All right.
No.
Producer Joe spun his wheel yesterday, and it stopped on listener's choice. And the listeners voted overwhelmingly, over 85% at the time when we cut it off yesterday.
Yeah.
For the Dixie Cup Challenge. That is one that was thought of last weekend by me, Hot Wings and Zane. Hot Wings specifically. Mm-hmm. Joey, you can thank Hot Wings for that.
Thank you, Hot Wings.
You're welcome.
Joe had to go and purchase a Naughty Sipper. It's essentially a sport drink container like you might take with you if you were going on a run or something, except it's shaped like a piece of anatomy. Specifically, a piece of anatomy that only guys have. And in the case of the Naughty Sipper Joe has, only extremely well-endowed guys would have a naughty sipper like this.
It's unbelievably well. It's 16 ounces of naughty sipper is what it is. So it's very sizable.
Yep. Joe, are you? What's going to happen? Joe is going to go in the first time. He's going to go to two places. The first one during this first segment, he's going to go into a regular convenience store where you can buy Coke or Pepsi or whatever from the machine. You can fill it up yourself. Normally, you'd use one of their glasses.
Yeah.
Like directly from their dispensers.
Right.
And then check out and say, hey, I put it in my own container. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
That's correct.
All right. Are you ready with that?
Yeah, I guess. Man, this place is, for some reason, packed.
Is it really? Well, it could have something to do with everybody being on their way to work and getting coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah, 10 after 8 in the morning.
That.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, that's where people would
So you're
get coffee.
Now, the way this apparatus works is it actually has a twist-off on the bottom where the testy satchel would be if it was real. And then on top is where the straw goes in. And the only way to hold the liquid in is to leave the straw in the tip, in the eyelet.
Yes.
And leave the little cap on the straw. But, Joe, once you get it filled, we'll give you directions as we go. Where are you at? Are you outside of the location?
I'm in the parking lot right now.
You are.
Okay, well, head on in.
And we have someone filming, right?
Yep.
All right. Are you nervous?
Yeah, it's a bit disconcerting.
Yeah.
How many points are you getting for this? 20?
20 points, yeah.
That's a lot.
If you're hungry, you can always get a nice big plump juicy hot dog too.
Give me a big bite.
But that's up to you. You don't have to do that.
Seems like overkill.
Yeah. Well, I would think so, but some people enjoy that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's going on, Joe? Describe the scene.
I am in the store right now.
Okay. How many people are around?
There's 3 people up at the counter. There's like a Bud Light guy and
a Bud Light
woman.
Okay.
And
is there anyone by the soda machines, by the pop machines?
No, just us.
Well, you can get any flavor of frozen Coke that you want if you want. I know that they have usually like regular Coca-Cola and then like the cherry flavored usually.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they have blue and white too.
You want them to get a Slurpee kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I think, something that's got a nice viscosity to it,
Yeah.
that you really have to work to get out of the sport bottle, the naughty sipper.
You really have to pull at the tip, Joe.
Yeah.
Then.
You're really going to have to suck it out of there.
Yep.
I'm going to go for pina colada.
Pina colada.
That's good, and that's to my knowledge, I think that's white colored.
Yeah.
So that's good. So go ahead. I'm glad you chose that one.
Are you tipping your naughty sipper upside down and filling up the bottom of it right now?
It's been filled and leaking a little bit.
It's leaking? Oh no. Well, make sure you screw that thing back on real good.
I understand once your naughty sipper gets a little older, there's a propensity for leaking at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they sell any? This is a great idea from Tim that just came in. Do they sell any sort of fruit there, Joe?
I don't think so.
Because it would be great if you could buy a couple of oranges and then sit it on the counter in the way that the oranges look like the rest of the anatomy. That's a wonderful idea, Tim. You should get a raise for that. 1-800-947-3979. So are you in line to pay now?
No, I was looking for oranges.
Ooh, do they sell those Hostess snowballs?
Yeah.
Those would work.
Yeah, those would be fine. Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Something round.
Anything round, Joe.
Yeah, something spherical.
Yeah, I get the idea.
I'm not sure you do.
No.
Oh, yep, here we go. They're pink.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
They'll almost match.
Right.
How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
Not too bad. I just like these 2 snowballs, and I guess this would be a large or maybe a medium.
It would be a refill.
A refill.
Ask her if it looks like a large to her.
Sure, it doesn't look like a large to you?
No.
There you go.
She says no.
Tell her your girlfriend says it's large.
My girlfriend thought it was a large.
Now, what are you guys doing? Making a video for what?
Radio.
That sounds preposterous.
Joe, if anybody ever asks you again, I want you to turn around and say, who is that guy?
Yeah. Go, I'm not.
That guy's not with me. Stop taping me.
Who are you? I have no idea. Thank you so much.
You have a great day.
You too.
Okay.
Joe?
Yeah.
What was her real reaction? Because she seemed very calm and she stayed very collected, to her credit.
She was calm and collected.
All right, before you get too far away, I want you to stop outside of the doors and then take a nice big drag of pina colada. Tip that thing right up to your lips and make sure the straw's out.
All right.
And make sure it's on film.
And make sure everyone knows how much you're loving that flavor.
All right, I'm right outside the window. Everyone's looking at me.
Take a big drink.
It doesn't come out.
Oh, well, you're going to have to suck.
Yeah. Indent those cheeks, little fella.
This is great.
Is anyone walking by?
No, they're just laughing at me and watching
Why don't
me
you
drink out of a peanut.
Why don't you poke your head back in and say, it actually tastes better out of this. Everyone, you should sell these.
Yeah.
Actually tastes better out of this. You guys should sell these.
Say your favorite flavor is penis colada.
My favorite flavor is penis colada.
Time to go.
Okay.
Oh, I misspoke. I meant pina.
Ask Hogue if he wants a drink. The guy that's taping.
You want a drink?
He says, no, I'm cool. No, I'm cool.
All right. Well, make sure you get lick the end of it so it doesn't run down the side or anything. You don't want any dribble.
Joe?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can.
Yeah. Maybe you should, while Hogue is filming, because he's got to keep how many hands on the camera, too? Because it's such a big camera.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have him hold the cup for you. Where else could he hold it, Hot Wings? You have any ideas?
Where could Joe hold the cup? Probably in the waistband of his pants.
Take a drink now. Come on.
No,
take it.
Take a drink. He doesn't have to take a drink. He's not getting anything for this.
Yeah. Oh, that's gross. He did. You're so gay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. All right.
Now lick up the remnant off the end there. You don't want it to run off.
Yep. Like a rest stop.
My hand's all sticky now.
Yeah. Is that from the pina colada or is that from before you left?
Pina colada.
Okay.
You know what? It'll probably come out of the hole easier if you warm up the shaft of the sippy cup.
How would you suggest doing that, Hot Wings? Moving your hand back and forth?
You'd have to rub your hands back and forth on it. Yeah. Because that would warm up the contents.
I don't think we should. Are you inside the vehicle, Joe?
No, I'm in the parking lot.
So people are still watching you?
There's people driving by looking at me.
Yeah, it's not a hot morning, so I mean, you probably it would be easier if you warmed it up on the inside.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're warming up that German war helmet there.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing: we're going to have you go to another location. Okay.
Okay.
And you had talked about going through a drive-through and seeing if you could pass it through the window. Hot Wings, you don't like that idea?
Well, I think that cuts down on the uncomfortable listener interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you should go inside.
So you want him to go to the counter and order some food and a drink.
Well, he can just order a drink if he wants to.
The problem is a lot of those places that might have a drive-through have now moved the drinks to a place where you would fill it up themselves.
Not the milkshakes.
Not the milkshakes, indeed.
What am I doing? I'm such an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Might as well send you to a Home Depot to get it filled with spackle while you're at it.
Oh, my God.
Can I get some white
Go to
paint
the
in
zoo
this
and
thing?
try to get some yak butter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Producer Joe, first half of the Dick C-Cup Challenge is underway. Well done. All right, hold on, okay?
Okay.
All right, Producer Joe.
Oh, boy. This is going to be some good video, I think.
It is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll get to more of that coming up in just a couple minutes. We'll take a break. 8:20. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 8:25, it's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show, 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. Get to what Hot Wings thinks later on this hour. Producer Joe is out performing The Wheel today. Actually, yesterday, Joe. The Wheel said listener's choice. Didn't it, Joe?
Yes, it did.
All right. And the listeners chose one you did not want them to choose, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. I did not want this, but I did not want mystery even more.
Has anyone told you what mystery is yet?
No.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying one bit.
Okay, excellent.
Right,
no one
good.
tell him, because it's in his head.
Terrific.
It's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, good.
I didn't want to know what mystery was yesterday. I really didn't.
No, it takes the fun out of it.
It does.
Coming up a little bit later on this hour, before we get to what Hot Wings thinks, we'll also have a story about how wonderful a mismatch of plumbing can be if you live over top of a bar. This is an odd story.
Yeah.
We'll get to that coming up a little bit later on. Joe's already been to one location. Describe the device you're holding without getting us in trouble, Joe.
It has a screw cap at the base of it, and then it's a skinny shaft up to a larger part that's shaped kind of like a rounded-off triangle.
It looks like a wang.
Yeah.
And it's flesh-colored.
It's called the Naughty Sipper.
Yeah.
This is a suggestion that came in. Do you still have it filled with pina colada?
I do.
Okay. You're going to have to dump that out when you get to the place with the drive-thru that you're going to try to get a shake from, right?
Yeah.
Are you there?
No, we're just about there. It's a couple of blocks away.
Okay, this is a suggestion. After you get your shake, this is a suggestion from a woman, actually. It says, have him cup the bottom with one hand while tilting it back and drinking. And if the cup isn't too stiff, maybe he can give it a quick squeeze and the shake will fly out onto his chin.
I think it might be too stiff for that, but I'll give it...
give it the old college try.
So you're willing to squeeze the stiff one as best you can to try to get something to hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
So,
how far away are you?
Not far.
Should I put you on hold?
Yeah, put me on hold.
Okay, we'll come back to you in just a second. Hot Wings, did you see this story? Of course, South Park. I've never been a huge fan, but the show's been on for a long time. You can't argue with its success. Somewhat trend-setting in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Certainly very edgy for its time and continues to be very edgy.
Yeah.
And one of the big characters on there is Chef, voiced by Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, the old guy who sang the theme from Shaft. Yeah.
And his character on there is a beloved character of South Park. Very important to that show.
Yes. He is a central character.
He has now quit the show. And his reason is, he says, quote, there's a place in this world for satire, but there is a time when satire ends and intolerance and bigotry towards religious beliefs begins. So he's quit just this year based on their intolerance towards religion. Does that seem odd to you at all?
For making fun of religions, yeah. Well, they've made fun of religion. Well, they make fun of everything.
Pretty much the whole time the show has been on. That's one of the staples, is that they don't. There's nothing too holy. There's no sacred cow for them.
Yeah.
Hayes is apparently a devoted follower of the Church of Scientology. And he did not like it, apparently, when an episode aired last fall, poking fun at Scientology, including some of the celebrities, including actor Tom Cruise. Apparently, people close to the show in the situation say that's what the problem is. He said that the show's parody of religion is part of what he saw as a growing insensitivity toward personal spiritual beliefs. Do you believe that? Do you think it actually grows?
Well, I don't know, but it sounds to me like he's being a little hypocritical.
Yeah. Stone and Parker, the two guys behind the show, said that they feel it's a bit disingenuous to cite religious tolerance as a reason for him pulling out of the show, since its beginning, is taking shots at Catholics, Jews, Muslims, and Mormons, amongst others. The series grew out of two short films. The first one was called Jesus versus Frosty and the Spirit of Christmas. So clearly, right there, you're talking about that. So clearly, it was all fun and games until it hit a little too close for home for him.
Yeah. So it's okay to make fun of Christians on the show, but not Scientologists.
In fact, one of the guys that did the show, Matt Parker, or is it Matt Stone or Trey Parker? I always get the names backwards. Is it Trey Stone or Matt Parker?
No, you said it.
Whatever it is. One of them said he didn't have a problem cashing the checks when it was making fun of Christians.
Yeah.
Which seems like it's true.
Well,
he looks like a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to smash all of his records.
They really dogged it out. You don't have any records of his?
Well, I have.
Because no one has any records
I have the theme from Shaft.
I'll bet there are people that don't know that he was a singer before that.
Oh, yeah. He was big. He helped write a lot of huge hits. He wrote co-wrote a lot of the big songs for Sam and Dave and stuff back in the 60s. Yeah.
If you say so, I'm going to believe you.
Yeah.
By the way, the other side note, as we're waiting for Joe to get to the location, Mike Wallace, at 87 years old, has announced he's stepping down as a regular correspondent for 60 Minutes.
Oh, it's about
87
time,
years old. That's ridiculous.
Sit on a rocking chair for a little while. I'm glad, finally.
Take a break,
Have
for
some
God's
country
sakes.
time lemonade and kick off the shoes.
He looks pretty good for 87.
Yeah, he does.
I think he could still whip some ass.
I'll bet he could beat me up.
I'll bet he could.
Yeah, without question.
He absolutely could.
Tough
Producer Joe, you there yet?
I am.
You are?
I just went in the bathroom and rinsed my cup off.
Now, that looks creepy by itself, you walking to the bathroom holding that.
Yeah, luckily the hobo was in there.
Yeah, did you
lick his hand? No.
Did you dump it out of the bottom, or did you just squeeze it through the hole in the top?
Out of the bottom.
You probably put it between your thighs so you could get more pressure on it to squeeze it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So where are you at now?
The restaurant part, and then I'll go up and now. You want me to go?
Sure.
Get it?
Yeah, go get it.
Well, let's do it.
Go get busy.
Yeah, this seems like it's going to go badly.
Oh God, it is. It's going to go off.
How busy is it?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Busy enough that I can hear people.
Yeah.
Are there children there?
Hi, how are you? No. Yeah, just I guess a medium milkshake, vanilla, please. Oh, no shake. How about just milk?
Yeah, white or chocolate?
White.
Where to go?
To go.
Can you put it in this?
Oh yeah, could you put it in this?
I can give it milk to put it in myself.
Oh, you can't put it in. I have to do it myself.
Tell her you'll hold the bottom if she can pour it in.
Well, how about I'll just hold it and you can pour it in?
We'll double team it.
All right.
Say that's all right. I'm used to doing it myself.
Here you go. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Are you filling it up?
Oh, 95 cents, please. Okay, I gotta charge it.
You have to charge 95 cents? You don't have $1?
No.
Wow.
You're charging 95 cents.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry about this.
Could you go back to the bathroom and talk to the hobo and borrow $1?
He's more embarrassed because he had to charge 99 cents than he is that he's got a phallic.
How are you? I just gotta get rid of that straw. All right, I'm now.
Is it full?
Yeah, it's full.
Joe, you sound so mortified.
Okay.
Okay, tilt it back and take a big drink.
Yeah, put like 3 fingers on the underside of it, to help tilt. And then after you do that, I want you to say like Will Ferrell in Old School, say, "It feels so good on my lips."
It feels so good on my lips. I just want more.
Now do this. Say, "Oh, milk was a good choice."
Milk was a good choice. A little on my chin.
Oh no! How many people are people? Yeah. Do you think people might try to kill you?
Yeah.
Are you uncomfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many people are looking directly at you?
Everyone.
How many? Is there anyone who's trying to avoid eye contact?
Come on. Okay, I'm sorry.
Did you get thrown out?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Should I ask her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I'm going back.
No, I don't want to.
Why did we get thrown out? Why did we get thrown out? Oh. That's a lame reason.
That's a lame reason.
You know what really topped this off? Yeah. If Joe went to the laundromat and got in the dryer to warm up his milk.
Some guy's taking paparazzi-style photos of me.
Oh, we got an email from him earlier, but I didn't know where you were going to be, so I couldn't answer back. So I'm glad he's doing that.
He figured it out.
That's fantastic. All right, Producer Joe, come on back. Wait, take one more big drink. Try to see if you can chug it in the parking lot.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
And before you do it, say, "Hey, everyone, watch me deep throat this milk."
Hey, everyone, watch me deep throat this milk. Oh, I got a hair in my mouth.
All right, get in the car and leave.
Okay.
Yeah, suck it out of there.
Do you notice Hot Wings? Have you noticed how much more brazen Joe has become?
Yeah.
Joe, you've become so much more brave. If we had done this one the first week, I'm going to put him on hold because the wind there.
Yeah.
If we had done this one the first week, he wouldn't have gotten through any of that. But now we tell him to yell, and he just does it.
Yeah. He knows it just makes the pain go away faster.
Yeah, because we'll just keep browbeating until it happens.
Yeah.
We will have a video for that. I don't know when it'll be up. Probably not until tomorrow sometime. And also, we have not forgotten about the Tournament of PA Pranks. Okay? That's coming as well. We're working on getting the technical stuff of that behind us. Had some other issues come up, so we're working on that. That's going to be on the way, so you'll be able to have the Tournament of PA Pranks. Hopefully, we'll have that up by this weekend, so we can get first-round voting underway
on the Tournament of PA Pranks.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, but we're not sure yet.
And if you're not familiar with what PA Pranks is or when we're going to do it or anything, that'll be explained fully, and you'll like it, and you'll play it for coworkers, and they'll laugh.
Exactly
or you can try to trick coworkers into saying the names by using them as the example. All right? We'll take a break. What Hot Wings Think's coming up just in a few minutes, about 10 minutes away. We'll take a break. 8:37. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 8:43. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email Free Beer and Hot Wings at hotmail.com. Tomorrow, Hot Wings, Eric Zane will join us by phone. And for those, like we said early in the week, it's kind of odd that we're adding the new listeners in Portland, Maine this week, and they're hearing the show with 2/3 of the people here. One or at least 3/4 if you count Joe.
Right.
But Joe's not on all the time. A lot of times he's doing stuff behind the scenes. That doesn't mean he's not part of the team. Because if we say that, the way I said it, we're going to get emails saying, "Why are you dogging Joe?" Not dogging Joe.
Well, we could say we're missing like 30% of the team. Because that would give Joe 10. I think that's about fair.
Give Zane too much. Missing out 15%.
Yeah, okay, 15.
80% of the dumb stuff, though, is missing.
So, yes, without question.
He will join us tomorrow for Dumber Than Zane. He has been on. It's rare that any of us are gone unless all of us are gone, because as a rule, we like to take vacation all at the same time. But Zane is not on vacation.
This was one of those completely unscheduled things. I mean, nobody saw this coming, so.
I wish he was. His father-in-law, if you didn't hear, came down with a pneumonia, checked himself into the hospital last Thursday. And by the weekend, it was getting very serious. So his wife is with her father, taking care of him.
Yes.
He's got double pneumonia. And that's scary because he's, 71?
71, I think, is what it is, yeah. So,
hopefully.
It's always scary when people get a little bit older.
If you could include them in your thoughts and prayers, that would be awesome. I know Zane would appreciate that. So Zane is going to try to join us by phone tomorrow, but it depends on what's going on. Obviously, if he takes a turn for the worse, then we're not going to do that. But if he continues to remain stable, or hopefully we'll be getting good news that he's improving by tomorrow, then Zane will join us. If not, producer Joe has not volunteered but been forced to pick up the mantle and carry it for Dumber Than Joe.
It would be Dumber Than Joe for 1 week, yes.
Hot Wings, you said, because one time we let you play, you felt there was a lot more pressure then, didn't you?
Well, there's definitely more pressure when you're under the gun. It's like that with any of the games that we play, whether it's a celebrity name game or whatever.
Yeah.
Always much more difficult when you're the one on the hot seat.
Absolutely. Producer Joe and his phallic are back.
Yep.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, everyone.
How was it?
It was okay.
Where does it rate with other stuff you've had to do? But it's hard to tell because you're so much more comfortable.
Yeah, it's better than eating dog food.
Yeah.
But it's worse than...
Was it worse than being in the dryer?
It was right around there.
You liked being in the dryer, though, in hindsight.
In hindsight, yeah.
The difference is between this and the dryer is the dryer you were able to get in, get it over with, get chased out. This one you had to go to 2 places.
Yeah.
Matt Hogue was filming. Hi, Hogue.
What's going on, Free Beer?
What was it like from your perspective? Because obviously we could hear what was going on, but you're sort of an innocent bystander sitting back, although I'm sure you look guilty by holding the camera.
I did. I was trying to hold the camera like nonchalantly, so people wouldn't notice, but it doesn't work. You don't get the good shots, It was funny, though.
How stupid did Joe look?
Like a retard.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad, huh?
Holding a gigantic...
phallic?
Yeah, there you go.
Did you, was it weird having him hold it while you drank from it?
He was holding it between his legs.
You were?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Between his legs. And I got a camera shot of it, too.
I can't believe you did that.
I felt so ridiculous and kind of gay.
Somebody drew a squiggly line on it. What's that supposed to represent?
I just had to make the pen right. So
I see.
Joe was doodling?
Yeah.
Were you disappointed that it didn't look enough like the ones you have pictures of in your desk?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
No.
For those that are new to the show, producer Joe, when he first started working here, when you're supposed to be quiet and not making waves and drawing undue attention to yourself, we would find Joe at the desk cutting out pictures of men's anatomy, and then we'd say, "What are you doing with that?" He goes, "I'm putting it in coworkers' desks. It's going to be hilarious."
Yeah, but these were coworkers I would go out and drink with. And one of them turned out to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, who knew you could win a girl by putting pictures of other men's junk in her desk?
That's because Joe lied and said it was his.
I knew it. My dad told me that was the secret.
The secret to ladies is to give them pictures of junk.
You think that's how he met your mom? Picture of Millard Fillmore's junk?
I don't know who that is, but
what do you mean you don't?
Funny.
I'll bet if you go through the drawers at your home, instead of love letters from your father, you'd find your mother with a drawer full of pictures of other men's junk.
Wrapped in a ribbon.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What would your Meemaw say about all this?
Now, your Meemaw watches the videos. That's your grandma, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What do you think that's going to be like?
I don't know.
Because you told us that because your mom, when you talk to your mom, she'll say, "What did you have to do this week?" Because of the tasks that you have to do. By the way, you earned your 20 points. You now have 87.5.
Definitely, that was an earn.
But you had to explain to your mom why it was funny that you were eating the dill pickle in such a way, right?
Yeah, that
when
was
you had to
uncomfortable.
seductively eat a dill pickle.
Do you think you'll have to explain this to your Meemaw?
No, I think the video will explain it all.
Pretty self-explanatory.
God, I didn't think about that.
Really?
I never do.
That's good. That's actually good.
Yeah, that is good. But
Where was it more uncomfortable? The first place where you went and got it yourself and set it on the counter with the snowballs, or the second one where you ordered the milk and then got chased out of? I think I know the answer.
I'd say the second one.
Yeah, anytime you have to have interaction where somebody demands that you leave, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that is. There was a busboy, I don't know. There was an employee sitting there going, "Is it good?" A creepy guy by the garbage can.
Is it good?
Was it a manager who kicked you out?
It was a manager who kicked me out.
Now, did you see the storm building, or did that just surprise you?
Well, she came out from the back, and so I thought it was over right there, but she just kind of took out some papers and started writing, probably my description, now that I think about it.
She was sketching.
And then I went on for a second, and then it was time to leave.
Hogue, did it seem like people knew what he was doing, or did it seem like people were creeped out by him?
No, everybody was kind of nonchalant first, and then when he started yelling in the middle of the store and holding up his gigantic junk cup, everybody started looking and
That's
laughing
when you
most part.
started to say, "Hey, look at me."
Yeah, or milk was a good choice.
It started dripping out of it, too. It started dripping out of his mouth. Oh.
And you weren't using the straw, were you?
No, I tossed the straw.
You were right tip to lip, weren't you?
Yes.
Boy, that seems, for some reason, that felt incredibly dirty compared to what it really was, because it's the tip of a drinking utensil.
Right, it's a cup. It's a container is what it is.
You went with what you knew, didn't you, Joe?
Yeah.
Tip to lip.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
This story doesn't really have anything to do with that. In fact, it couldn't be less like that story. We'll get to what Hot Wings thinks.
That's actually good because the show's turning very homoerotic today, and I don't like
Hot Wings is going to want to go see Brokeback Mountain holding a dude's hand again if we keep it up.
No, I'm not. That's ridiculous. I didn't like that at all.
I still think Hot Wings, by the way, you shared with everyone early at the very first break of the show that while you and your wife were trying to conceive, that it's because you aren't pumping out enough soldiers, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm a little lacking in the old fighter department.
And we suggested earlier that maybe it's because your body had a temporary shutdown because you were so mortified at seeing Brokeback Mountain while holding the little Armenian's hand.
I think that's actually true. I really think there's something to that because I believe my satchel actually retreated into my body cavity to get away from Zane. And I think it heated them up, and it screwed up my sample.
So you're going to have to go and get tested again this Friday, aren't you?
Yeah, I've done it once so far. And
why the second test?
Well, because
they want to see if it's improving.
They want to make sure. Well, because your body
fluctuates.
It fluctuates. That's a good way to put it. It fluctuates up and down. And actually, I learned something interesting yesterday that I didn't realize because, like, a guy, we cycle basically like every 90 minutes, whereas like a woman is once a month, where her body changes over, so to speak.
Yeah.
Guys are like every 90 minutes.
We are?
Yeah, so that's why they say, well, it doesn't do you any good to save them up. Like if you're really like trying to have kids and you wait like 7 days because you think you're really saving up, it's not doing you any good.
My wife totally lied to me.
Because you can only...
I don't think she lied, but she totally has it wrong because we were on a every 5-day schedule.
Every other day is, I think, probably pretty optimum.
Someone had told her that was the most optimum, every 5 days.
But once a day is fine.
Oh, man.
Because a guy's not, you don't save them up.
Out.
Because your body is always producing stuff. Your body is always producing it. So if that were the case and you didn't ever release it,
you wouldn't overflow.
it would start to, they'd explode if they didn't just go away. So they just get recycled and go away somewhere.
Explode?
Well, I mean, if your body didn't replace it, yeah. I mean, if you just kept saving it up for 5 days because your body's always making it, they'd get so big it'd be ridiculous. It'd be like a couple of bowling balls.
It would be unfortunate. It would be unfortunate.
So you wouldn't like that.
No. Now I actually, seriously, since you said you and your wife were having trouble and you got checked, I think maybe we might have to, because we've been trying for about the same amount of time, me and my wife.
Of course, if you're only doing it every 5 days, you might miss your peak.
Oh, clearly. Everybody knows I peak every 40 seconds.
Well, and, a woman, she's got that optimum time in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's what we're looking at.
So,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. But anyway, we bring that up because now Hot Wings is apparently going to be forced to share that all the time.
Well, yeah. I figured I'd go ahead and do that because I'm sure there are other people. Well, for one, I'm sure there are other people that can relate to it. And also, it's kind of good for me because I know other people have been through it. And so when I, get a call or an email, it says, oh, my wife and I went through the same thing, and I'm even worse than you are, and we still managed to. It makes me feel better.
That was all the calls we got earlier this morning. They were all talking about their kids that they have now that they didn't have when they were going through exactly what you were going.
Yeah.
This guy's, as we get to this real quickly, because we promised it earlier, I know we're running late, and we got one Hot Wings thing's coming up in a moment. A woman in Norway has just experienced the kind of miracle that normally you would only see in a Super Bowl commercial. Okay? Haldis Gunderson from Norway
sounds hot.
Turned on her kitchen faucet, and beer started pouring out.
Out of the faucet?
Out of her kitchen faucet.
Wow. That is like a beer commercial dream.
It is. She lives 2 floors above the Big Tower Bar. And this doesn't even seem possible, but somehow their plumber screwed everything up so the bar's hoses were hooked into the pipes that flowed up to her apartment. Meanwhile, the beer's taps were pouring out pure tap water, which had to be a real bummer.
Oh, yeah. All the patrons were coming in here going, this sucks, man. I mean, I've heard of bars watering down their beer before, but...
The beer coming out was apparently flat and warm, so she hadn't found a way to actually enjoy it. But nonetheless, that's ridiculous.
How do they even manage to screw that up?
It's a bad
plumber.
Where
you tap into that kind of a system where you're going upstairs.
It's a bad plumber.
That is a bad plumber. That's the dumbest plumber that's ever lived. Unless you're the person who lives upstairs, and then it's the greatest plumber that ever lived.
That's true. This is Dan. Dan wants to go back to Hot Wings' problem. Dan, you have an idea?
Yeah. Well, actually, Zane, he had a similar problem. And they were trying to have children initially. So I just batted for him and got the job done all 3 times.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll bat for Hot Wings. If he can't get it done, I'll get in there.
You're banned. I don't even want to hear from you. I'm sharing, I'm pouring out my heart and soul, and you managed to find a way to insult me and Zane, who's not even here.
Yep.
And your wife.
I'll leave my
and
number
my
with Joe,
wife.
and just give me a call when you need it done.
Yeah. Good.
Hot Wings, are you banning him?
Yeah, he's banned. He's banned forever. I don't even want him to listen. Not only can he not call, but he can't listen or email.
Yeah, watch out for the banning police.
Yeah, that's right. And if you're watching television and see a beer commercial, you have to turn that too.
It's ridiculous.
Somebody advertising Hot Wings, you leave the room. Banned forever. Stupid.
Here's what Hot Wings thinks.
Who?
Hot Wings.
Oh, yeah, Hot Wings.
What Hot Wings thinks.
Free beer, Zane and listeners. I'm as irritated as the backside of a guy who owns too much Clay Aiken merchandise. I know we talked about this yesterday, but the more I thought about it, the more annoyed I got. And I'm speaking of rapper Ice Cube and his intention of starring in and producing the big screen version of the 1970s sitcom Welcome Back, Kotter.
That's right.
Ice Cube will be playing the role of joke-telling high school teacher Gabe Kotter. That makes about as much sense as trying to cure a brain tumor by eating twice as many Flintstones vitamins. I'm not trying to set back race relations here, but Gabe Kotter is a wisecracking Jewish guy with a Brillo pad whitey afro. That's just the way it is, and everyone knows it. It's kind of like how you wouldn't get a couple of crackers to play the lead roles in a movie version of The Jeffersons. It just wouldn't feel right.
No, it wouldn't.
I have certain expectations when an old TV show I like is revitalized for the big screen. Expectations like, I don't know, I shouldn't have to spend a good chunk of the movie getting over my expectations. I mean, who wants to watch a big screen version of Chips with Ponch and John played by a couple of Hindu chicks? No one. That's who. Ice Cube playing Gabe Kotter would be like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie starring as Fred and Lamont in the Sanford and Son movie.
That's gross.
So if Ice Cube is going to play Gabe Cotter, who's going to play the Sweat Hogs, members of the Chinese midget wrestling squad? Oh, hell, they're supposed to be high school students. So why not dig up the old man bodies of the stars of Grumpy Old Men? Because that would make about as much sense.
Oh, Jack Lemmon.
Oh, yeah. How about something else? Freddie Prinze Jr., Seth Green, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and, I don't know, hockey player Claude Lemieux? The new Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Because why not? Sounds great. Who wouldn't like that? I mean, wow. There you go. Whatever you do, don't get actors to play characters that look like the characters we expect them to play. Like the voice of movie trailers said, quote, Gallagher is Bill Cosby in the Cosby Show movie. End quote. I'm Hot Wings, and that's what I think.
That's your new opinion from Hot Wings.
.607. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. Coming up a little bit later on, what Hot Wings thinks about door-to-door mammograms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mammograms.
Somebody giving those out, Hot Wings?
Well,
somebody
was, yeah.
Somebody's trying to. Some smart guy, right?
Yeah. Elderly man.
Some crazy genius.
Yeah.
Now, you mean the guy offering the mammograms was an elderly man?
Elderly man. Yeah.
Okay.
Door-to-door mammograms.
How old?
76.
Oh, man. That's like almost my dad's age. My dad's going to start doing that.
I bet
Probably.
he is.
He's pretty sharp for an older guy. What? Yeah, I guess you could call that.
Your dad's 76?
No, he's not quite that old, but he's getting there. I think he's 74.
I would have guessed mid-60s.
Yeah, amazingly.
Well, Silver Fox, man. That guy's...
Oh,
I bet you
it's so white.
It's funny. You can tell that his hair has always been that color.
It's so white, it's distracting. I wonder if your pubes get that white.
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
I don't want to.
I've never thought of that. Do
I
pubes
wonder
go
if they
gray?
Do.
Well,
all right.
probably.
We need somebody who's completely gray to call and tell us if their pubes are gray.
Does the curtains match the carpet?
They have to.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean,
I know
Steve Martin went completely white, but his eyebrows are still dark.
I know my face. I'm starting to get white whiskers now.
I don't think they go gray.
I think
I think they stay the same color.
I think they get lighter, but probably not as white as your head.
That would be such a distraction.
Oh yeah, if you had
big white bush
shrub.
I don't know. It might be good for contrast.
What if
look at
it
the
might
size
make
of
it
that
look
thing.
bigger? Oh, look at that tree trunk.
947-3979. We have to have the answer to this right now.
Yeah, we cannot continue until we know if the bush goes white.
Hot Wings and I discovered this morning. Tom Cruise and his girlfriend / wife to be or whatever she is, Katie Holmes, had their baby.
Oh, is this?
And we were marveling at the fact that Brooke Shields had the baby on the same day.
Yeah.
And that was remarkable.
Yes.
Until we found out that not only was it the same day, but the same hospital.
I know.
Like the same hallway, and Hot Wings heard adjoining rooms.
That's what they said last night on Entertainment Tonight.
The story keeps getting better.
Yeah, the fact that...
I'll bet you their babies conked heads when they came out. They were so close.
I mean, can you believe, of all the things in the world, I mean... Frankly, I was shocked by the fact that Tom Cruise was having his baby in a hospital in the first place, because I figured she'd be in like a hyperbaric centrifuge or something like that.
Well, the word was
hovering over like on the edge of space.
It was a Catholic hospital. Apparently, that was a nod to the parents, because Katie Holmes' parents are Catholic, and she was Catholic till she signed on with the Jetsons religion.
Well, the thing is, you know what? Tom Cruise, I was just reading this today after we found out about... what Free Beer's about to tell you, probably. But turns out he was like a seminary student for a while. Like when he was a teenager, he was at a seminary. He was going to be a priest.
This is a guy who's always been looking for answers.
Holy cow.
So he's got some background there, too.
He must just get up at like every 10 years and spin the wheel of religion. Whatever it stops on, man, he goes all the way for it.
Oh, man.
Sure.
I hope he goes Mooney next time, because that'll be cool.
This is Steve in New Hampshire. Hi, Steve.
How you doing?
Good. Do you have some gray hair? Some white hair?
Yes, I do.
Okay, like Steve Martin-esque?
Well, no, I'm pretty salty and more a little pepper.
Okay.
Up top and the bottom's the same.
So the curtains do match the carpet?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So you got salt and pepper bush.
You got it.
You got it. Thank you. See, now we know. I would have guessed they would have remained that color. I don't know why.
Well,
I don't either.
Like your back hair doesn't go gray. Oh, yeah, I guess it does.
Well, sure.
My dad's got white eyebrows.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, your dad's white everywhere.
Uh-huh.
If you got your dad like some really creepy colored contacts, he could scare children.
Oh, yeah. He looked like some
pink
evil,
ones or something.
Evil overlord.
Yeah.
Dark Lord.
Okay, so Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes have this baby. This is the other Tom Cruise note before we get to the flashback from producer Joe's first day. They have a baby, and they name it Suri, right? Remember? S-U-R-I. And wasn't it pronounced Suri?
Suri. Yeah, Suri.
Now, Tom was born in New York State, specifically Syracuse. And now he has a baby named Syracuse.
Syracuse from Syracuse.
I know it's a stretch, but it's still ridiculous.
It's just funny.
It's pronounced
it's him.
Suri?
Suri Cruise,
mm-hmm.
whose grandfather is from Syracuse. It's
the
stupid.
Whole thing's effed. It's effed from beginning to end.
Do you know why it worked out that way? Because Xenu wanted it to.
It did, yeah. There's no question. Xenu sees all and knows all. And we are but vessels.
Guy's a flake. All the weird laughing and the laughing while talking and giving the answer.
How about the fact that Jon Stewart on The Daily Show, I was watching Tuesday night's episode after they had their baby yesterday afternoon, and they led with, well, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes have had their baby. And he said, this is how bad, Jon Stewart made this point, he said, this is how bad it's gotten for Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, in an interview with, I think, Rolling Stone, made the crack about, well, afterwards we're going to eat the placenta and the tube, what's it called?
The umbilical
cord. We're going to eat the placenta and the umbilical cord as a family. And then he added, I'm kidding, of course, I'm not going to do that. But because he's so cuckoo and crazy, newspapers around the world reported it as fact.
And
even after he had already denied it on Primetime Live the other night.
It's because of the way he denies it. He's always got that silly laugh. He's like, "Oh, we're going to eat the umbilical cord."
Yeah, he doesn't eat.
Not really.
His sarcasm is terrible.
It's stupid. Everything about him is dumb.
He's just far too intense and serious to pull off sarcasm.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when he's joking because he's too serious.
Can you imagine it being that bad, though, that you've gone to being such a weirdo that everyone thinks you're going to eat the placenta and the umbilical cord as a family?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know there's some traditions. In fact, there's a Hawaiian family right now, I think Hawaiian, that is actually suing, trying to get the placenta from the hospital for a family tradition that they have, and they're not able to get it. So when I have a baby someday, just go ahead and keep it.
I'm glad, at least the family I grew up in, we've moved past the old-timey times.
Yeah.
Back into the ancestral tribes.
Yeah.
And, things that we don't really need, we leave at the hospital.
Yeah.
He sounds like that silly cowboy kid on American Idol.
It's kind of a silly dream, but I always wanted to be on a plane.
And then eat a placenta.
Eat the placenta.
Coming up, the Wheel of Bad Games, also what Hot Wings thinks, but now it's the flashback back to producer Joe as intern Joe.
Oh, his first day.
Very first day.
On the radio. He was all nervous.
We welcome to the show. He is currently an intern. His goal is to be more than an intern. But isn't that all of our goals? It's Joe. Yeah. Hi, Joe.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Joe started hanging out on the show Monday, and you may have talked to him. He is screening some phone calls beforehand. And that's just to make sure you don't ring and ring and ring, because we had so many people say, God,
you never
call
pick up
and you
the
never
phone.
Answer the phone. We're like, well, if we're doing something else, we can't answer the phone.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
It was just us. It was just us three, so we needed that third person.
Joe, for now, you're the honorary fourth member of the show. I mean, you could end up being the actual fourth member of the show.
I hope so.
And which would immediately put you as at least the third smartest, maybe higher.
Maybe.
Just by being in the group, you'd be the third smartest.
Right.
Yeah. The fourth being...
Well, I think you can deduct that on your own.
I'm just catching up to what you're saying.
Zane actually was going, yep, you're the third smartest.
That's right.
Exactly right.
And just think, we're only 24 hours away from the first round of Cash Dumber Than Zane trivia.
Yeah.
And Zane can't even keep up when we're calling him the dumbest one in the room.
Yeah, wait a minute, there's four people.
Well, money talks. You're right, and that is going to come together. The very first edition of that.
That'll be tomorrow at this time. If you want to win $100, you got to beat Zane and Dumber Than Zane.
I tend to put it together for Dumber Than Zane trivia.
You do.
All records are out the window. 0-0, but that's for tomorrow.
Now,
anyway,
welcome. Joe packed up and moved from out of state to join us.
Yeah,
because he wants to do this. This is where his passion is. He wants to be into radio, and so Joe calls us up and he says, "I got a place to live."
Yes,
right, Joe?
That is true.
And we said, "Do you want us to go check it out?" And you said,
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, that was exactly what you said.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Tell okay, because we will, because we can tape it, and then we can tell you whether,
Yeah. Tell everyone about the halfway house you live in.
Well, I get there, and it's a house.
Okay.
And I said,
First of all, it was rented as an apartment, so it being a house was a bit of a surprise.
It was, yeah, it was.
So you thought it was like an apartment complex?
I assumed it was like every apartment I've ever had.
So it's an old house that's essentially been subdivided? Or?
It is an old house.
They got an odd door in a weird spot
and
just for him.
One on a wall.
Exactly, and weird porches and doors with no stairs. And, just bizarre things. And so I get there, and this woman comes down. She's like, yeah, this is the house. I'm going to show you up to your room. So
she hot? She hot. She's a monster.
Oh, yeah. I bet she has one eye and two mouths.
Does she know you work at the radio station?
Yeah, she does.
Uh-oh, boy.
I bet right now she's got old pantyhose hanging over the shower rod. And they've been there since 71.
Look, yeah. Old lady, you need to know that I was just kidding, and Joe feels very good about you. He's got lots of good things to say about you.
Very attractive.
Yeah, Joe's hoping the relationship works out the same way it did for that guy in the movie Youngblood when he had this.
I don't think she's. I don't think.
You don't think he's listening? Okay, good. All right. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, so you go to your. You said go to your room.
My room. I said okay.
Now you thought you were renting an apartment.
With like bathroom, maybe even a kitchen.
With the things that apartments have.
Yeah. Because the first word part of apartment is the word apart.
Apart.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
And I guess technically it is apart from the hallway and the other tenants. But we walk in, and it's not as big as I had hoped.
Yeah.
It's really small.
How big is it? As big as this studio?
No.
It's smaller than the studio?
What is it, like 10 by 10?
It's with that. If it didn't have the bathtub, it'd be a little bit bigger.
Now, here's the funny part. His room has a bathtub, but no bathroom.
Right.
So you don't have a sink or a toilet, but you have a bathtub.
But there's a bathtub.
So you're living in a renovated bathroom is what you're living in. They pulled the toilet out for you.
I'll bet if you take a deep breath, you can still smell the wax ring.
I kind of got that. Yeah, that's what it is. And the bathtub, it's not like your normal size bathtub. It's like a Yahoo Serious and Young Einstein type of, like the scrub.
Oh, yeah.
So like an old cast iron one on feet?
Like it's got claws
doesn't even
for
have
feet.
It's kind of like a big bucket.
Joe, do you think Zane's wife could bathe him in it like she does the kitchen sink?
Shut up. No. I don't.
This would be like the Cadillac of sinks.
I'm still enjoying his description of where it's so.
So you share a bathroom,
and you also have a. So you said kitchen. You expected a kitchen. You mean you don't have a place to eat?
I have a fridge. I do have a fridge.
You do?
Is it one of those dorm fridges?
Yeah. But it's really nice looking. It looks like a ye old ice box on the top, and like.
Oh yeah.
But then the whole thing opens.
Is it made by General Motors?
Holy!
Yeah. So you rented an apartment, and your bathroom is nothing but a tub, and your kitchen is just a mini fridge.
Do you pee in the tub?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. You've done it, haven't you? You peed in the tub.
If you don't feel like walking down the hallway in your granimals?
I thought about it, but I don't even. The tub has like curtains that go over it, not like a shower curtain, but just curtains. So you don't.
Because that's where they threw him when they tore him out of the dead man's room.
Yeah. Have you looked inside the curtains?
Oh yeah, it was open when I got in there, and I was kind of like, so this is where I bathe. And they're like, if you want,
isn't there?
And I said, no, I don't want. I closed the curtains, and that's how they've stayed.
That's the end of that.
Have you tried turning the water on yet?
No.
Because I bet blood or bugs will come out of it.
It's black. Yeah,
Scarabs
bugs.
like in The Mummy.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. You were telling me the business of community, everything in this place. You have the room, and then everything is community in terms of eating space.
Shared.
Well, everything is bathroom. I'm on kind of like a cereal diet. That's about it.
Oh,
no kidding.
Man.
So the bathroom, is it like a one-seater?
I don't even want to use the microwave, to be honest.
Is there stalls?
Is it a one-seater bathroom?
It's just a bed. Yeah, it's just a bathroom.
Like one shower?
One shower.
Everybody in the place has to use the shower?
How many tenants live there? 5, 6?
4.
4? I'll bet you're known as the guy without a tether.
Yeah.
I'll bet that's how you refer to.
Transient.
I'll bet you
guy who gets to leave.
I'll bet you they call you the golden boy.
Right on. They think you're all fancy because you don't have a freaking tether.
You're the only one that doesn't get picked up by your parole agent.
And I think all the body panels on your car match too.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah.
You should drive Zane's car to fit in.
You know, at the expense of sounding gay on my first day, I was a little worried this morning because I got into the bathroom and, all right, this is a big secret coming out right now, but I use these gloves while I shower.
Normally?
They're scrub.
What? What are you talking about? What the hell just happened?
So they're like loofah gloves?
Yeah.
That's it. Internship's over.
Wait a minute.
No more intern.
So could you, like when you get done showering, could you run out and better catch a football with these?
I bet Zane wears some to work tomorrow.
I bet Zane's wearing one on his junk.
Hold on a minute here.
You wear
scrub gloves.
They're scrubby gloves.
Are these for like exfoliation?
Exactly.
To make your skin nice.
Okay.
They're better than a washcloth. So if you guys use washcloths, I'm cleaner than you.
I'm cleaner than you.
Where do you get cleaning gloves?
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, really? Well, I'll bet you we could do a bet no one. I bet you we could do a bet no one's listening who wears those silly gloves that you wear, and we would get people that do that.
Sure,
women,
we would.
but yeah,
women.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, my wife will probably want to meet you now.
Oh man, this totally derailed.
Well,
so you're wearing those, and
I wear these, and I just I kind of take them when I leave the shower, all my stuff, because
because it's a community shower.
When people see the shampoo with the natural extracts and whatnot, I'm afraid they'll go for it.
Oh, yeah.
So
you want to take
kind of lock it up.
Right. Yeah, because they're using like a ball of wax to wash.
And
so whatever they use in delousing.
They wash their hair with lava soap.
I'll bet you bring lice to work.
Oh,
sorry. Anyway,
Juan, I'm sorry if you're listening.
Yeah.
Juan.
By the way, Joe, you really don't think Zane has a crush on you, but Hot Wings, answer me this, and answer honestly if you don't think it's true.
Of course I will.
When Zane thinks he makes a crack, for the last 3 days since Joe started on Monday, who does he look at to see if they're laughing?
He always looks at Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to win Joe's approval of how funny you are.
You'll make a crack and you'll look at Joe and you'll do the smiling nod, the huh? What do you think?
You know what you are?
You do it.
You are 7-year-old who when the parents have company over.
The uncle comes over or whatever.
Yeah. Look at what I can do. Look at me. Am I funny? Ha ha ha.
Want to see me do a handstand in my office chair?
That shouldn't be surprising. I would probably do that to everybody.
That's our point.
Well, that doesn't mean a crush. That means I want to be affirmed that I am.
It specifically happens
I want affirmation that I am a funny guy.
Hot Wings, it is.
Guy's hilarious. It's always the guys, though.
Specifically happened with dudes related to the show.
What are you talking about?
It's not just looking for approval. It's this.
Oh
hey,
my God, that is funny.
Don't you think we should call them and tell them what we're doing?
Right.
Why? I don't know. I just think we should. And then after a while, when we're around them a while, you start to insult them and you don't care about them anymore, and somebody new comes into their life. So, Joe, just be warned. At some point, you won't be the sun that lights his day.
I'm not going to deny what you say because I know I do it, but I don't think it has anything to do with man crush.
Joe, has he given you any sort of a gift yet? Free movie passes or a shirt?
No, but Free Beer has.
I gave him movie passes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's different when you do it.
Yeah,
of course
it doesn't seem
it's no fun.
It doesn't seem like I was trying to hit on him. I was just doing him a favor.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, Zane, maybe Zane will sponsor you for $20 a month.
We got an email. Yes, yeah, that's what the email just said. The same thing you just said.
Lal.
Oh no.
Right.
Well, Joe, there is a lot more that we need to get into later on about your facilities.
Mm-hmm. Before I go back to my little cage, I just want to say I left the gloves in the bathroom.
Oh, okay, yeah, you didn't
over
finish the story.
Faucet, and
so
I was a little
so Juan
disconcerted today.
Yeah,
I don't know who saw him, but
well, right now they're on their wangs.
I may have been,
oh yeah, totally.
I may have been just
because that's what Zane does.
rubbing
the first place he'd put them.
Layers of immigrant skin into my face.
Oh yeah, all sorts of cutaneous material is going to be in your eyes.
Regular skin. There you go. Producer Joe's first big day.
Yeah.
Wasn't his first day in the room.
Joe, what was the prophetic part?
You.
Yeah?
Yeah. You hate me now.
Free Beer being the prophet?
Yeah. Free Beer was the prophet 1 year ago.
The prophetic part where I said, Zane will like you for a while and he'll think you're hilarious and then he'll start insulting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that has
That means
happened.
you're part of the
crazy.
fold, though. That means you're legitimate now.
Yeah.
You've been validated.
I feel good about it.
You liked it better the other way, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was nicer.
It was nice to be the one that was liked, not the one that was the butt of jokes and scorn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Wheel of Bad Games, chance to win. We'll give it a spin, see what we're going to play here. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com.
Oh, yeah. This is it. Busy day.
The wheel today stops on Stump the Show.
Uh-oh.
The new version of Stump the Show. Not the old crappy version.
Yeah.
No, the fun new version.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how it works. You get one question, and one question only. That question can have only one answer, and one answer only.
Mm-hmm.
We each get a shot at it. That's to make up for us not giving categories where we have expertise.
All right.
If it's deemed minutia, something that no one could know unless they have your job or something like that, we'll throw it out.
We had a lawyer spring some Latin term on us, and then we termed that as minutia, and we're confirmed in that later when Jerry, our attorney
also
friend,
a lawyer
overseas, sent us an email. He listens online. I think he said, "Oh, that's absolutely minutia."
And I think that was a great way to do it. If you ask a question that's so specific, only your job would know, and other people who have your job call and say, yeah, that was crap, no one knows that.
Yeah.
Then that's definitely minutia. I felt very justified in that one.
Yeah. It'd be like us saying, what is the automation system that most radio stations rely on?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. No one knows that.
Not unless you're in radio.
Yeah. Doesn't
All
make
right.
sense.
So again, key rules. You get one question. We each get a chance to answer it. And it can't be minutia. It has to have one answer. So you can't say, name the 8 presidents that... You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because you can get stuff that's pretty ridiculous at that point. Mm-hmm. All right? No two-part questions, none of that. We'll play Stump the Show coming up next. We'll take a break. 6:28. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. Free Beer, Hot Wings, and Eric Zane. You can join us toll-free, 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. Dumber Than Zane trivia 24 hours from now. 3,600 on the line from our friends at Cat Footwear.
We have to apologize in advance. There's some real glitches going on with the feed to the affiliate stations. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is. I don't think it's on our end. In fact, I'm 99% sure it is not on our end. Has something to do with Westwood One, who carries the show.
Yeah,
so,
it's the satellite in the middle. It's not here, and it's not where you're listening to it. It's in the middle, and it's out of both of our controls, and it's incredibly irritating.
Yeah, Nashville's bumming. Albany has been complaining left and right, and that is rightfully so. So we've got our tech on it, and hopefully if you are hearing this, because some of the stations, I think Albany bailed. They actually went to best of. It was so bad, and that pisses me off badly.
Yeah, I think Nashville may have played some best of, too.
Well, yeah, I think because it says here that in this one that it sounds like my TV, when the satellite is not receiving right, then that seemed to clear up. This is from Matt in Nashville. But it seems like the show just jumped a few minutes ahead. You were in the middle of a Detroit City Council meeting, and then all of a sudden it's Will Ferrell's Neil Diamond.
Oh, yeah, because we haven't talked about Kwame Kilpatrick and that whole mess in a week or two.
Shrek.
Yeah.
No.
So.
And of course, the people who are running the board, because they're screwed too.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
Locally producing the stuff, there's not much for them to do.
No.
Yuck.
So hopefully that will get fixed.
Well, just in time.
Probably. I really hope they're hearing this. This is going to be good.
Yep. We had to record. This is a Joe stunt we had to record later in the day because of the fact that no bed stores were open when we are on the air.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe went out to do it, and we got busy afterwards.
Yeah.
We said, hello, Broseph. And he said,
hey, guys, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good.
You are in position?
Yeah, we're parked right outside of this mattress store.
Now, this is blow-up doll bed shopping. Joe, of course, is going to go in and look for a mattress and then say, wait, do you mind if I lie down and try it out? And then the assumption is the sales guy will leave you alone, and that's when you'll whip out your blow-up doll and start blowing it up and get ready to try out the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This blow-up doll is so ridiculous. I never really paid attention to the cover. I just kind of saw a picture on back, picked it up, put it in my trunk. But now that I've been reading the things, and I kind of I pulled it out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen.
No, it looks hot.
Yeah, turns you on.
How are you going to get it in there? Are you going to be hiding it inside your jacket or pants?
No, I'm just going to inside the actual box with the picture.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a piece of cardboard, white piece of cardboard that's in a box shape that I can slide it into.
Okay.
So it just looks like I'm holding directions to this place and a white package.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
I'm actually really scared.
Are you really?
Yeah. I don't know why, because I don't know. It's worse. Nothing could really happen to me.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason you're scared is because you're going to look like a pervert a-hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm really scared that I'm not going to get it blown up before they yell at me.
Maybe they'll have a bathroom.
Oh, they probably will. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go in the bathroom and make my woman.
That's
well,
true.
whatever you think, Joe.
Maybe look for a mattress near a wall that you could crouch down next to the mattress and
maybe hide.
Yeah, and that'll be less creepy if they catch you while you're doing it.
All right, Joe. Let's make your way in.
All right, we're going in.
And you have Loose Wendy's videotaping?
Yeah, and Dewey Cox is along for the ride too.
Okay, so you got the whole entourage.
Aren't you a motley bunch?
Yeah, this is going to go. I wonder if Wendy. I wonder if you should wait outside at the window while Dewey and I go look at mattresses.
Yeah, it'll look a lot better if just two dudes go in to look at mattresses together. Joe.
Yeah,
That's a good
why
idea.
not?
Whatever you think.
Yeah, I think so. Hang back for a minute. All right, the store. I'm walking up to the door right now. The store looks pretty empty.
Oh. That means they're going to dote on you more. If things starts to make a turn, maybe Dewey can jump on the bed and you guys can go at it double team style.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it does. The box. It does say that it has 3 love holes. So yeah, we could.
Yeah, well, that's great.
That's a good blow-up doll.
Yeah.
Excellent. Just shopping for mattresses. Okay. That's all. That's all? Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
mattresses are important.
They are. Right now we have a queen, and I'm looking for a king.
What do you say?
Okay. Where could I go to check that out? Just all over the store?
All over the store. Tell me a little bit about what you have now. Maybe I can point you.
I get the impression Joe's already half busted.
Yeah.
I don't know, just a king size. I bought it from a mattress warehouse. I don't even know the brand name.
Joe, cough if you're busted.
Hard, soft.
Hard. Well, it's got a pillow top on it, so it's decently soft.
Maybe not. It might just be.
Or does it feel like it's fallen into a...
No, it's firm. It's firm.
It's going to be 100 times more awkward because now you're like friends.
Yeah.
$2,000, 1 to 2, maybe more toward 1.
Yeah.
That's a.
Okay. Is it okay if I just browse for a moment?
Sure.
Tell him you're going to lay on a few of them.
Back here is mostly our clearance center.
Okay.
So you'll see one-of-a-kinds or discontinued models.
Okay.
Are there any with stains?
No, don't do that. You're going to give away. Very, very Eric Zane of you. Ask him if you can lay on a couple here and there.
Is it okay to check them out, sit on them, lay on them?
I would assume you not sit on them. I would assume you lay on them because sitting on them isn't going to tell you.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're all covered here.
For my feet, yeah.
Your feet right up on it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Say so I should lay on them just like I do at home?
Price range right here. This is where your $1,000.
Or treat them just like you do at home.
Yeah.
Mattress. Each step up gives you a little better components, probably a little more comfort.
Okay.
Boy, they're high service here, man.
Yeah.
Good store.
All over, Joe.
Materials. When you close to 2,000, we start working with
Mm-hmm.
natural fibers like
Yeah, act like you care.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, cool. Well, yeah, I'll just I'll start back there and work my way to the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell him you're going to do in the mattress what you do at home.
Or today's the first day.
Okay. Tell him, ask me more questions and never let me see mattresses.
Yeah, tell him to shut the F up.
Shut up.
There's no hurry, really.
Yeah.
I'm just, So.
Now say, shut up, nerd.
Shut up.
Okay. Well, maybe we can check out.
We're getting to him
first.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Are you?
Okay, nerd's gone. Okay.
Joe,
yeah.
How awkward was that?
It was very awkward. I was certain I was busted while you guys were talking about being busted.
Mm-hmm. I thought he said something that made us believe that you were busted. I thought I heard him say something about a recording.
Me too.
Uh-oh, he's back.
Okay.
Shut up.
God. Yeah.
Good God. Ask him if he wants to lay on it for you, too.
Generally over two. They do start out around 1,500.
Mm-hmm. Tell him you're already in a relationship.
Ask him if his goal is to keep talking till you actually fall asleep on one. You know, it's killing Joe not to say any of this stuff.
It's biting his tongue. Ask him if he C blocks every customer.
Okay.
Just depends on where you want to go. If you're after some good bargains.
Accidentally have drool come out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's more about feel, not really bargain necessarily, but.
Say, I'm getting tired just listening to it.
And, I'll just check it out.
Ask him how many people have committed suicide while talking to him. Yeah.
Joe, do you want to talk to that guy more?
No.
Yeah. And Joe, remember, when you're plowing this blow-up doll, you got to be like moaning. Like, yeah.
He's never going to get that far.
You gotta
This guy's
talk
going to
to
walk right in and
maybe
C-block just like it's college.
Maybe punch it a few times.
Okay, I'm laying down. Did they spot Wendy? Oh, they did. She was balls.
Uh-oh. She got caught taping?
That's why they asked about the recording.
Did they ask about recording, Joe?
No.
I thought
the same thing.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought he said. So what's going on? Are you laying on the floor next to a mattress right now?
Ooh, that's crazy. No, I was actually laying on the mattress.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is crazy?
Okay. I like it. It's cool.
God.
You know.
It's going to be tough, man.
It's all, it's much softer than what I have right now. So that's okay.
Maybe he has to use the bathroom, free beer? What do you think?
I think you're going to... Yeah, I think Zane's right. You're going to have to use the bathroom to blow that thing up because Johnny B next to you can't stop talking to you.
Yeah. And then go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then blow it up, and then you go and soil it on the bed.
True. No, I kind of like what I have now. Do you have a washroom?
Oh, he so knows.
Oh, that dude has a camera in the lady toilet.
Yeah, he sure does. One facing down, one facing up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's talking on the phone, or at least she was.
He likes the scene of falling tinkle.
You can come in.
What? Did you just tell that man he could come into the bathroom with you?
No.
What the?
Did they realize you and Wendy are together?
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, God.
This is terrible.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Ask him on a date.
This guy's a...
Okay, here's the...
What?
Okay, I'm in the bathroom right now. This guy wants to follow me. He's the dorkiest looking a-hole I've ever seen.
He's a dorky... It's hard to hear you. Did you say he's a dorky looking a-hole?
Thief.
Yeah, he's a dorky looking a-hole. He's bald, he wears glasses, he's fat, and he won't stop following me around, and I don't want to talk to him anymore. I just want to hump a doll and get out of here.
That's insane. He actually sounds exactly the way you describe him.
Yeah, if you had given us a sketch artist and said describe the guy that's following Joe, we would have all...
I would have picked that guy.
White short sleeve shirt, crap brown tie, crap brown pants, black shoes, zits.
So now I'm just going to blow the doll in here. I'm going to run into the front.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start jackhammering the hell out of it.
Yeah, first bed you see, you just start giving that doll a good harshin'.
You're never going to make it. He's going to tackle you and then ride you.
Well, there's no doubt he's waiting outside the bathroom door, leaning on it with a cup so he can hear everything you're saying.
At some point, you and that doll got a 69.
You will never make it.
Joe?
Yeah.
I'll bet you that sales guy's licking the door handle where you touched it.
Wait, I'm not done. He's got to blow this thing up. You're going to make him laugh.
He's so into you.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to knock on the door and go, is everything okay in there? Are you blowing the dial, Joe?
Yeah, I was a fool to think I could blow this thing up. This is so hard.
Maybe bite the tip a little. Sometimes it opens up the valve. I know.
Is the stem right where the nipple goes?
That's what I'm doing.
What is it, 2/3 of the way blown up already?
Yeah, right.
The fact that this nerd is right outside the door and Joe has a barely inflated with 1 ounce of air, 1 pound of air in this stupid doll.
And that Joe's plan is to, quote, run out as fast as he can and jackhammer it and then leave.
Yeah, good luck.
It's the most poorly laid plan we've ever been part of.
Is Wendy still videoing, or did she get busted?
No, she was just standing outside. People were, like, looking at her, so she put the phone, or not the phone, the flip camera. She just had it, like, to her side.
I see. So she's still in.
Hopefully she'll,
She's going to be hounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the time you get back out there, she'll have purchased 2 mattresses.
Yeah, and then she'll be having sex on one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, what a sequence. I could not get over that damn salesman.
Gosh.
He's just like a,
I wonder if they're on commission.
I'm sure if you really wanted to buy a mattress, they'd probably be very helpful. But when you're trying to, have simulated sex with a blow-up doll.
Yeah, doesn't he know what we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, he's really hampering things.
Joe,
is it almost blown up now?
No, head is still flat. Its arms and legs are still flat.
I think what we'll do, Joe, is we'll take a break, and we'll let you blow it up, and then we'll come back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Joe. Keep blowing your doll.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
God.
I'm going to put you on hold. We did. We put Joe on hold. We'll share with you what happened next. And boy, does stuff happen.
Yeah.
That's on the way next. We'll take a break. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. What Hot Wings thinks in the next segment.
Seems our technical issue is cleared up.
It appears so.
That is good.
Apologies in advance.
Wonder if everyone's back.
Hopefully you didn't stray too far. I mean, it's quite an important time for ratings, so let's hopefully...
That's a bummer. It's always when it happens. It never happens
I know it.
On the day in the middle of summer. Why doesn't this happen when we're on vacation?
No.
That'd be great. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com if you're just tuning in. Producer Joe is in the middle of blow-up doll bed shopping. We recorded this yesterday, later in the day, because Joe wasn't available.
Right.
Joe is available, but stores weren't available during the show. Joe was available.
Yeah.
So if you're just tuning in, when we last checked in with Joe, he was in the bathroom blowing up the blow-up doll because the sales guy was too good at his job. He wouldn't leave Joe alone.
Yeah, and it took more time than we thought to blow up that damn doll.
Yeah.
Joe was huffing and puffing during that last break, and he got nowhere. The thing was limp.
So if you're just tuning in, Joe's in there blowing it up. His anxiety is rising to a near all-time high. His plan is now to finish blowing up the doll, burst out of the bathroom, jump on a bed, pile drive it, and then run for the door. That is the plan that Joe has expressed.
Okay.
So with that being said, we went back to Joe and we said, Joe, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How is your blow-up doll progress?
It resembles a woman now, at least. She's kind of flaccid, but, you know.
Kind of flaccid.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
She's not going to be all rigid and stuff, but that doesn't matter because it only takes one rigid person to make it tango.
It's cool. She's more limber this way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now, in the last segment, you said your plan was to burst from the bathroom. Does the bathroom open up directly into the showroom?
Yeah.
How big is the showroom?
Not big. I mean, it's a decent size. It's like a tiny grocery store.
Okay, so if somebody's on the other side of the showroom, they're still a decent distance away.
Yeah.
Okay,
he won't be, though. You know, he's right outside the door.
I bet when you open the door, you find that his nose was touching the door when it was closed.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, you know they're listening to me right now.
Right.
Of course.
Okay, so your plan, as you said earlier, was to burst from the room carrying the blow-up doll and jump on a bed and put it to the blow-up doll?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually slowly look out the door, find Wendy. I'm gonna run out and go, "Hey, Wendy, start taping," and then I'm gonna get on the bed, start nailing this thing, and wait for that bald guy to come get me.
He's gonna take off.
Jumps on the back of you and says, "Yeah, let's get her."
He's got to toss your salad.
Oh yeah, you know it is. All right, are we ready, man?
All right, do it. Make a break for the orgy.
This is nerve-wracking as hell. I don't like it.
Why?
It's the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Here we go. Okay.
Are you peeking?
No, I was flushing the toilet and pretending to wash my hands, as if anyone actually thinks I'm still going to the bathroom.
Okay, Joe, give us a play-by-play of every moment.
All right, I'm turning the door off right now.
Oh.
All right, this is Wendy.
Coast is clear.
I don't see them.
You don't see them?
Okay.
Okay, Wendy, hit it. Here we go.
Are you?
I gotta bone this thing quick.
What are you doing?
What's going on?
Joe?
What happened?
Oh
boy.
So Joe hung up on us, or something happened.
Yeah.
And we sat here, and now we were only not connected with Joe for probably 15, 20 seconds, but it felt like an hour.
And boy, were we frustrated because the first thing we thought was right now he's pumping away thinking he's talking to us, but we're not even connected. Oh, no, all this work for nothing.
For nothing.
Now, we'll have Joe explain in a second what was going on in his mind and what the work he did to reconnect with us, because that's a story in and of itself. But quickly, we got him back on the line.
And thank God he had the presence of mind to hit redial.
Yeah.
Because we picked it up and listened to his voice.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to town on this thing on the bed. The sales guys are just looking at me hump away when he's taping, and I'm not looking at them. Hey, don't call me that, and don't touch me.
Get out.
You just punched me in the arm.
Get out.
I'm testing the bed.
Get out.
Oh, don't you want to sell a bed?
Say, don't talk this way in front of the lady.
Look at the look on this lady's face. She's stunned by your behavior.
I'm going to leave, but this is pretty rude. And by the way, I have the police right here. It's Darla, this sex.
Because the sex doll's wearing a police uniform.
Come on, Hank.
Hank. No wonder you got fired from selling propane.
No wonder you got fired from selling propane. Oh, wow.
All right.
He punched me in the arm and told me to get out.
What, was it that same guy?
Yeah, it was the same guy.
He assaulted you.
He did assault me. I didn't do anything to him.
Except you did something to his sister, but not him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was the most ridiculous thing. I can't believe it. I start phoning this thing, and my phone is in my pocket. It hangs up. So I'm still going at it while I reach in my pocket, and I'm trying to get you guys back on the line.
I can't believe the first thing you said when you got back on the phone is, "I'm banging this thing like crazy," or whatever you said.
I know.
Is Dewey still in there buying a bed?
No, they were out before me. And then when that guy punched me, he goes, "I'm going to go out and get the license plate."
Whose car is it, Dewey's?
It's Dewey's car.
Oh, no.
What are they going to do? What are the cops going to do?
Were there any other customers in there?
No.
Well, then you weren't disturbing the peace.
Oh. No.
I guess.
Oh, of course not.
And he assaulted you.
All right, Joe, come on back.
Oh, my God. All right.
See ya.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there it is.
We've got to go back to the scene where Joe got when we picked the phone up and he was boning, and then that guy punched him.
Here's the beginning of part 3 of this. when after Joe had hung up on us, he had already jumped on the bed, and his jumping and thrusting caused the phone to hang up, and this is when we reconnected with him.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to town on this thing on the bed. The sales guys are just looking at me hump away when he's taping, and I'm not looking at them. Hey, don't call me that, and don't touch me.
15 of the craziest seconds I've ever heard right there.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to town on this thing on the bed. The sales guys are just looking at me hump away when he's taping, and I'm not looking at them. Hey, don't call me that, and don't touch me.
Get out.
You just punched me in the arm.
Get out.
I'm testing the bed.
Get out.
Don't you want to sell a bed?
Say, don't talk this way in front of the lady.
Look at the look on this lady's face. She's stunned by your behavior.
Dude.
So, Joe, you go running out. Because this is the first time you're hearing our perspective of this, because obviously when you were there, you've told us off the air that it was all a flash. You barely remember anything anyway.
It was all a flash. I just remember peering out the bathroom door and then driving away in Dewey's car. Everything else was a blackout.
Now, Joe, did you literally come booking out of the door with that chick under your arm?
Under my arm. Dude, like a suitcase. Under my arm, I run to the bed, I look at Wendy. You heard that part. Mm-hmm. And at first, I get on, I jump on the bed with knees in front of me, and I start doing her doggy style. And then I hear the phone hang up. Mm-hmm. So I grab her by the head. I'm still humping, and I reach in my pocket, and I'm trying to hit redial. I hit it once, but the line hadn't hung up yet.
Oh,
so
God,
it goes, the people you're trying to reach are unavailable. I hang up. I'm like, please hang up, guys.
Have they started to move on you yet?
I have no idea. I'm facing away from them.
Okay.
Because
very vulnerable position.
I'm trying to think, like the bathroom. I walk out of the bathroom, and I turn to my left, and then I start running toward the bed, and the guys are at that point in back of me. Mm-hmm. So I'm just running away from them. I hop on the bed, and I dial the second time, and that's when I finally got a hold of you guys. It starts ringing, and I flipped positions. So then we were missionary, and I just buried my head in the bed because I was doing one of those, if I can't see you, you can't see me. And that's when all that happened. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that Wendy and Dewey had booked it already to go get the car, and I didn't know that guy was coming up until he punched me in the shoulder.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he called me an a-hole.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and then I booked it, and he ran out after me. Well, he was grabbing the license plate number. Mm-hmm. So the cops could come give me a blow-up sex doll ticket.
That was the reference to the fact that the blow-up doll was dressed like a lady cop.
It's She-Ra.
You don't need to call the cops; they're right here.
Cop. Yeah, I held it up to him.
Dewey was very awkward when he got back. Dewey and Wendy, Loose Wendy, looked shell-shocked when they got back to the radio station yesterday. Mm-hmm. And Dewey's like, can't wait to get a call from the cops about that.
Yeah.
Good sport about it.
Now, that would never happen anyway because the guy would call and describe what he saw as, this guy and this other guy. And then they'd look up the license and then they'd see it was a Forester and they go, no, this is registered to a lesbian.
Yeah.
It can't be two dudes.
It must have stolen someone's car and there's no report that it's stolen.
Yeah. The trail ends there.
Mm-hmm. It goes cold.
Joe, how does this rate? Because it was like other stunts where it was awkward have lasted longer, but this one, you clearly just felt ridiculous and you're awkward. And
it ranks up there as just the most ridiculous.
And we didn't know it, but you told us when you got back that you had pulled down your jeans to reveal your boxers.
Oh, yeah, because part of the stunt was to have my pants pulled down. So while I'm trying to dial you guys, once I switched her into missionary, I pulled the back of my jeans down, so the dude was just looking at my boxers go to town on this thing.
Holy cow.
Oh. There may or may not be video of this.
Well,
we're weighing those options.
Well, let's put it this way. Yeah, there may or may not be visible or video for anyone to see. There is actual video.
Yeah,
but whether or not we want to post it or not, I mean, we've said this before. We kind of roll the dice on these. Mm-hmm. There's no question. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we're better off just saying, well, let's wait about 3 months.
Yeah, like Wheelchair A-Hole.
Yeah.
Someday that video will be available.
Yes. Are we close to that, do you think?
I think so.
Joe, what's your
I
opinion?
think there's anything on that tape except shakiness.
Oh, really?
I think Gary was palsy cam that day.
Yeah, he said it was pretty rough viewing.
He was chasing you and everything else.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them, though, that are percolating, and someday they may be made available. There's one that will never be made available.
I know which one that is.
We can't even say.
That was the one that accompanied a threat, right?
Yeah. But, oh, man, is it funny. It's one of the best ones ever. That's unfortunate. Maybe someday, but, man, we're talking years on that one. Like Wheelchair A-Hole was a month or two. The other one, years.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Man,
we could say the name of the stunt.
Which one was it?
The inappropriate return.
That's the one I was thinking of. Inappropriate return was it.
The audio's hilarious by itself, but I don't even think we won't even put the audio up anymore.
No.
That was hear it or miss it. Those are your choices.
Yeah.
What Hot Wings thinks comes up next. We'll take a break. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 8:13. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. Kind of waiting on producer Joe. Let him call us when he's ready. He's going to be going through the car wash. The wheel of what can Joe do? If you missed it yesterday, producer Joe said, I'm going to put all my points. We're talking about mind control. After watching the television show The Office, where Dwight was trying to control things with his mind, and Joe said he could do it. We said, no, you couldn't. And a listener, I believe Bob from New York, said, yeah, well, go ahead. Put all your points on one spot on the wheel and then control the wheel into stopping. This was after Joe claimed he helped control a slot machine at a casino.
Yes,
and sure enough, it stopped on listener's choice, and the listeners overwhelmingly voted for Joe to do the one where he put his 150 points.
Yeah. All the listeners love Joe.
After today, assuming he's a successful, and I don't see any reason how he could not be, he'll have 167.5 points.
Damn it.
What if we made it like the cell phone in the bank tube challenge, and if it disconnects, he loses?
That'd be something, wouldn't it? That would probably be an example of us changing the rules as we go through it that he seems to get mad about.
Yeah, well, he never asked.
He doesn't like that.
He didn't ask. That's true. In his face.
Yeah.
1-800-947-3979. I think this is him. Is this producer Joe?
Yeah.
Hi, Joe. You're on live.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I can't believe we each have to pay you $50 to do this. This is Rolls Royce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rolls Royce. Saying car wash.
Joe, are you at the car wash?
Yeah, we're here. We've been here for a minute. We just he wanted to turn on all the equipment and show us what it did.
Okay.
And just kind of go through everything. He got me a pair of goggles.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, because the soap in your eyes, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to be Rain-X'd.
I can hear Chuck DeBone, who's taping for us, in the background. He's already laughing at the fact that you're going to have to go through it just by watching the things that are happening. Is that true, what I just said?
That is true. And this is like the nicest car wash. I don't know how I picked the place, but there's like water fountains and TVs, and it's all crazy.
Oh, so, that means there's windows all along the side too, so people can watch.
Yeah, we'll have video from two different angles, one from in the truck and one from the side, and I think there's people already watching.
Two cameras going on this one, Joe. That's excellent.
Producer Joe, let me ask you this. Are you going to be inside the bed of the pickup, or are you going to be walking behind the pickup?
They said it'd be okay to walk behind it. There's just a couple of points to watch out for, and you'll be able to see those. So I might have to dive into the back at that point.
Oh, okay. So you have that open.
So this will be action packed.
Okay, so are you? Yesterday you were concerned for your personal safety. Does that concern still exist?
No. Now that I've seen everything and they've kind of told me what's going on, I don't think I'm going to get my arms torn off.
Okay, good. Well,
remember though, if you do, no more Wheel of What Can Joe Do.
Now the stages on this, if I'm not mistaken, you should probably start off with a little bit of a pre-soak. And then you'll go into the things that spin, the rags, so to speak.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll probably go through some sort of like a tri-colored soapy foam.
Mm-hmm.
And then a rinse. And then probably like the Rain-X and wax. And then you'll go through those super industrial dryers that blow like extremely strong. And then at the end, I imagine there will be people at the end to towel you off, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Will there be people to towel me off at the end?
We should have made
Yeah, I
Joe
assume
wear
they towel dry
Joe
Pete.
should have had to wear his
Cars.
orange Speedo Sprint Speedo.
I thought about it, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't be very fair because that wasn't part of the deal.
That's right.
No.
That's why I'm in hindsight.
I wouldn't care if you were wearing a beekeeper's outfit, frankly. Now, are you looking forward to this, or are you terrified?
I'm I don't know, mixed feelings.
Okay.
Guys.
Joe, is
It's-
it going to be cold?
It will probably be cold, but then, although he's shutting them off right now, it was the blowers blow 400-degree heat out.
Oh, you'd be like a shrinky dink.
You look like a turkey.
I don't think that's safe.
No, he thought a second about it and figured he should turn off the heat or turn it down.
It'd be like getting blown on by your oven.
Oh, yeah.
When it's cooking.
So he can just shut the heat off, but still use the blowers, right?
By the way, I could use a blow.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
great.
and by the
Perfect.
way, when Joe gets to the
You'll need to
blowers,
be blown
there's
dry.
no way we'll be able to hear you talking. In fact, I don't think we'll be able to hear you talking most of the time.
No, I doubt it.
Yell
'Cause
throughout the whole thing.
It could, the noise, just the pure din of it could kill the cell phone.
And you may not be able to talk at certain points. It may be tough.
Producer Joe, I would like to have you wait until the next segment to do this. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We
Okay.
can get prepared, get my mind set to do this.
The reason I want to wait is I want to make sure that everything is ready to go so that we're not so that it's not a cluster right now.
Plus, we need another quarter hour.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Is that okay? Okay.
You got your cell phone in the baggie yet?
No, it's not in the bag yet.
Okay, you'll have to
but,
do that.
You know, as soon as we start going through, the phone goes in the bag, the goggles go on, and I'll go in.
Are you wearing the clothes you wore to work? You brought other clothes, right?
No, the clothes. Well, I wore the same clothes I wore yesterday.
Okay.
Because I knew I'd be going through a car wash. But I've got other clothes and a pair of flip flops, bitches.
Oh yeah, Joe loves the flip flops.
Oh yeah.
It's a big day for you.
I get to drink Jaeger and wear flip flops at work.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
It's a dream come true.
Yeah.
All right. Chuck, hold on. Or Chuck. Well, Chuck can hold on too. Joe, all right, hold on. We'll talk to you in the next segment, okay?
Bye, guys.
All right.
Okay, Joe.
This is like Chuck's best day, Chuck the Bone,
Oh, yeah.
who loves these days anyway because he gets a real kick out of filming Joe doing stupid
He
things.
loves it.
Uh-huh.
But in addition to that, he gets to have his truck washed for nothing today.
Yeah. Although, as we suspected earlier, I'm not sure his truck, in its diminished capacity, can withstand the spraying of water. I believe
I'm
there
not
might be
sure.
a breakdown within the car wash.
Although the only thing holding it together right now might be the wax from the last time that he got
That's
it
true.
washed.
Again, thanks to Chuck DeBone for taping. Thanks to Matt Hogue for being our phone screener. Mm-hmm. He's doing a fine job.
Yeah,
Although right
everybody
now
helping us
he's not doing anything because
Yeah.
we're not having anyone call right now.
When you call the show, you'll talk to Hogue, and yes, that is his real name, DeBone, D-E Bone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chuck
His real
DeBone
name is
really his
DeBone.
name. His real name is Charles DeBone.
It's ridiculous.
Can't believe his parents did that to him.
Tomorrow, one of us at this time will be paying off the American Idol bet. Another round. Eric Zane did it last week.
Oh man, that
it
was
was
rough.
It was a bummer for you, but I think you, in hindsight,
Yeah,
may have had the best week to go out because you got to at least sing an Elvis song.
At least, yes.
It was rough. This was you practicing.
What you doing to me?
Oh, yuck. That's okay.
Yeah.
When you don't believe a word I say.
You don't believe a word I'm saying.
You don't believe.
This was the middle part of the song when you actually sang it.
Oh, let our love survive. Oh, dry the tears from your eyes.
Oh God, that's tough.
Let's don't let a good thing die, bitch. When, honey, you know I've never lied to you.
There it is.
Wow,
Now,
that was
I
really
enjoyed it
something.
when you did it, and I knew that my day would come. And I really think, according to dialidle.com, it's me or producer Joe because I have Elliot Yamin, Mr. Tumnus, and Joe has Catherine McPhee.
Yeah.
And one of us will probably be voted out tomorrow. It's statistically unlikely that Taylor Hicks will be voted out tonight.
No
It's,
way.
It's too close to call on the bottom, too, though. Yeah, it looks like Taylor's got a pretty good edge on it.
But if Elliot Yamin gets voted out, I have to sing Open Arms from Journey tomorrow.
This is Elliot singing it.
Not good for me at all.
Sounded a little weird there.
It was flat, wrong note.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Really? Because it sounded fine to me. I am musically illiterate. That sounded fine, and if you had said what was wrong with it, I would have said nothing.
Well, and part of it helps because I'm really familiar with that song. I was like a Journey junkie when I was like
Did you have the Atari video game?
I did.
I did not. But I had, I got the Journey Greatest Hits album, and I listened to it over and over. So part of the reason that I know that that's the wrong note is because I just simply know it's the wrong note.
Journey Escape is the second greatest Atari game of all time.
Right there.
Yeah, should have been a little higher up.
Sounds fine to me. The fact that sounded good to me was just...
Yeah, he missed it again.
Just one of the many reasons why it's going to suck for me to sing that song.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even know why I'm bad. I'll just know that I'm really bad.
Well, singing Journey songs is really tough. I mean, that's something that, even people who think that they can sing okay, like I think I can sing okay, but you limit Journey. You don't even do that at karaoke or anything. You limit that to the car with the windows up.
I think maybe I'll do what Chris Daughtry did and try to make the song my own.
How the hell
put it in my own unique style.
Is that guy still around today?
Who, Steve Perry?
Yeah. I mean, does he still perform?
I think so, but he's not with Journey.
I can't believe he performed everything so high.
Yeah, he just had one of those voices. A lot of guys from that era could sing really high.
By the way, if Joe has to sing, Joe's going to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which is what Catherine McPhee sang last night.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of 3 songs, but that's the one. Do you think that's the one we'd choose for him?
Yeah, because her other 2 were a little bit obscure, too. And that's the... part of the problem is we're sort of handcuffed a little bit by what we could get as a karaoke version of the song. Because there's no way, like for you, if you end up having to sing, even if we wanted to really stick it to you and have you sing something else, there's no way we're going to find the karaoke version of a Donny Hathaway or a Bobby Caldwell song.
And the good thing for you is it doesn't matter which one you pick for me.
His were all tough. I mean, he sings pretty tough songs, and that Journey song is going to be tough. But at least you know it.
Yeah.
At least you'll know where the words are supposed to be.
Yeah, sort of.
So
it's going to suck. Producer Joe going through the car wash. That's coming up in the very next segment.
Yeah.
We will take a break. Joe will fulfill his 150-point pledge of man through a car wash. That's next. We'll take a break. 8:25. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 9:06. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. It's a day of Joe here on the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. And Joe is back now after his car wash activity earlier on.
How's it going, everybody?
Good, Joe. How are you?
I am okay.
Are you?
Can't wait to see the video.
I have all my arms.
Yeah.
And my eyes are okay.
Was it scary?
Good.
And my skin didn't peel off my bones.
Your hair doesn't look particularly green to me.
It's not anymore. It was. It had a nice glaze when I first got out.
Well, you're used to that.
Yeah,
always having a glaze.
Yeah, you got to blow and then a glaze.
Yeah, the soap was green, or one of the chemicals they used was green, so I had a nice sheen to me, but it wiped off.
Would you share your microphone with Chuck DeBone, who was there taping for us? Chuck, would you step up there for a second?
All right, Chuck.
Chuck, you're in the truck. You're taping.
Yes.
Are we going to be able to see anything, or was the camera bouncing all over because you were laughing?
I had a lot, most of the time, probably half the time, I had Joe in sight. The other half, obviously, there's, the big brushes swinging across and slapping the back window of my truck. But we fortunately enough, did bring a second camera and gave to the guy standing on the side. And
you got all angles covered.
Was it hilarious?
It was. Because Joe's just standing there, and he's just looking forward, trying to not pay attention to what's going on, getting slapped around by all these spinning brushes. And then at the end, when the blowers came on, that was my favorite part.
That was the best.
He got hit hard.
Joe, the air comes out of those blowers fast.
Oh, my God. Well, the other thing is, when the blowers started going, he's got a pickup, so there's all this gross chemicals,
debris,
and dirt in the back,
the bed,
and the blowers kick on, and I've taken off my goggles,
that was a bad choice,
and it shot it right into my mouth and face.
And
that's when I ran away.
Like a rest stop video.
And had I not, there were points like the brushes on the sides that are there for the tires. Those are the ones that really slap you.
And they were hitting you?
Had I not, because they go from the front and then around, and they touch the sides of the car, and then
they do the doors and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
they do the doors, and then they go on the back.
I see.
They close.
Yeah.
And had I not held on for dear life to the truck, they were like sweeping my legs out. I would have gone down.
Oh, that would have been scary.
That would have been awful.
Well, I heard you one time yell, "I can't get out."
Was it.
That when it was?
That was it, and that happened like 2 or 3 times.
You don't have any headphones in here, do you?
No, but I heard the audio.
You heard a little bit of it?
It was ridiculous.
It was funny.
I can't wait to see it.
Well, this is great news. Our first 2-camera production.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
Big
we're
time
moving
show.
up now.
Producer Joe, it's time for Producer Joe's Stupor Cuts.
Yeah, I just kind of ran in here.
Our contestants are in the kitchen.
Awesome.
And if you could go and prep them, and you don't really need to prep them, just bring them in, explain the no swearing, and get them some headphones from the office. That would be awesome. And our contestant that was the first person in line, I asked him if he was still up for it this morning, Justin, and he said yes. We've got other alternates in there just in case.
Okay.
Awesome. Do you guys want to let the alternates come in and hang out on the side in here?
That's fine.
Is that okay? Why don't we put them in the producer's booth? Yeah, the alternates can come hang out in the producer's booth so I can still watch. All right. What's going to happen? What's going to happen is, in order to contestants have a chance to win Pearl Jam tickets, in order to win, they have to engage themselves in Producer Joe's Stupor Cuts.
Yeah.
Going to be 10 trivia questions, 5 now and 5 in the next segment. Mm-hmm. And for each question wrong, Producer Joe is going to do a shot of Jägermeister. We gave him his choice of any liquor he wanted, and he chose Jägermeister.
I had that once at a bar in Lansing, Michigan, and I almost barfed. It reminds me a little of Ouzo.
I've never had Ouzo. That's your Armenian drink, right?
My dad used to make me drink that.
He did.
Jaeger's kind of a licoricey.
You mean your dad, the raging alcoholic?
Licoricey taste, which I don't like licorice,
and that's
so
what
I don't
Ouzo
really
reminds
like it.
me
I
of.
have to chase it if I have that, which I choose not to most of the time.
Amongst our group of friends in college, when you turned 21 and everybody was trying to get you to throw up and wreck your night, the finishing drink that would also often be purchased for you was referred to as probably inappropriately so, as a Nazi taco, which was a shot of tequila and a shot of Jaeger mixed together in a double-shot glass.
A Nazi. Yeah, that was rough.
Devastating. I don't know anyone who ever had that or didn't throw up.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joe, for each question missed, we'll do a shot of Jaeger. Now, if our contestant, Justin, gets all 10 of the questions correct, then he does not have to get his haircut from Joe with these Stupor Cuts. And I will let Joe cut my hair, but he'll be mostly sober at that point. He would be completely sober.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't want Joe to cut my hair.
Right.
But that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important that Justin get these right. Justin, take a seat. There's no chair.
Yeah, there's a chair over there.
You can pull up the chair down to mic number 4 there.
Come on over here, man.
Yeah.
Are you nervous about being on the radio at all? Yeah. He's nervous.
Yeah. Pull up real close.
Get up real close. Don't be intimidated.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
This will be a breeze.
All right.
It's Hot Wings on this side and Zane on that side.
How you
by
doing?
The way.
Welcome.
Good.
Glad
Hello,
you're here.
Everybody.
Alternates in the other room. They're like, son of a bitch. Justin was supposed to chicken out. Justin, did you have second thoughts because you volunteered for this yesterday morning?
Mm-hmm. No.
You're good with it. Okay.
Good.
Justin's got
cool.
a pretty good amount of hair on top.
Yep.
Enough to mangle.
How good are you at pop culture trivia, Justin?
Depends what the topic is.
What are you, about 23, 24?
24.
24.
Right.
Hot Wings is selecting the questions.
And I'm trying to keep that in mind. I'm trying not to ask anything that, it would be tough for a 24-year-old
you don't
to
want
know.
to ask him about the 1970s.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask him about Watergate or something.
Why? I know things that happened before I was born.
Well,
Well,
Just kidding. I'm
certain
just kidding.
things.
Justin, if you get all 10 right, Joe's going to cut my hair instead of yours.
Really?
Yes.
Justin, you got some artwork on there in your arms, man. There's some badass tattoos on there.
Thanks.
All over the place. What's this one? What's this one on this arm?
Got it in Australia.
Grim Reaper? Is that what that is? Holding the scales of justice?
Yeah.
Sweet. What's that mean?
My best friend in the Navy drew it. We both got it one night after drinking all night, and then we burned the design, so we're the only ones who have it.
Oh, okay.
No
so
kidding.
It's not like Chinese writing or anything.
No.
Something you made up. Oh, look. What does that say in Chinese?
I thought it was Undertaker when I got it, but it turns out it's funeral parlor.
Oh, no. It says funeral. Really? We were just talking about that.
There was Justin, there was just a story about a guy in the Boston area who was doing tattoos. He was Chinese, Chinese American, and he was doing tattoos mostly for, in his own words, suburban white kids. And they would ask for a tattoo that said peace or love or warrior, and he would give them tattoos that said tiny penis and little girl and stuff like that.
How long till after you got that? How long after you got that till you found out it says funeral parlor?
About 3 years.
Three years. Some Chinese guy said, "Hey, man, why does it say funeral parlor on your arm?"
It was actually I was donating plasma when I got out of the Navy, and
There's a Chinese lady who works there.
Why you say
No kidding.
pala?
Me Reiki very much.
She probably can't even read Chinese. She probably just said that because she thought it would be a good way to mess with your head.
Mhm.
Hot Wings,
Yeah.
do you have 5 questions ready to go for Justin?
Yeah, you want to ask him or you want me to ask
No,
him?
you can ask him because
Okay.
I don't want there to be anyone saying that I rigged the question. Where did producer Joe go?
I don't know.
Because it's very important that he, of course, the Free Beer and Hot Wings show always prepared for stuff like this. Do we have a shot glass? Hell no. We have a cheap glass from the kitchen.
We don't have a shot glass?
No, look at that thing. It's like a drinking glass. Joe probably had Kool-Aid out of it for breakfast.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we're going to make a Tom Collins.
It does.
Great.
So Hot Wings, you'll be in charge of, I was going to say
Yeah.
Zane could be in charge of pouring the Jägermeister.
I don't
But,
know how.
I remember when Zane was in charge of doling out the icy hot for
No,
Joe's
I'll do
testicles,
it.
and it got the whole tube in one handful.
I'll do it. I want to smell it. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Are you ever? Zane does not drink at all.
Let me see the glass.
Zane, would it be
I'm a-
fair to refer to you as a recovering alcoholic?
Yes, that is what
that
I am.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. That wouldn't
No,
be
that's-
insulting
that's
you.
completely fair. $21.50 a bottle.
Do we owe you for that, Joe? Yeah, we do.
Oh,
when
dude.
was the last time you had a drink, Zane?
10 years ago in June.
Really?
You believe that?
That's awesome that
Good.
that you've done that. Let me ask you this, and I'm not asking to tempt you. I'm asking
don't
because
do
I've,
too much,
I've
'cause-
always wondered.
Yeah, no more than that.
Have you being this close to it? Is there a temptation?
Not to this, no. If it were Budweiser, yes.
Really? I know when we're out someplace and we have a beer, and like if you hand me my beer,
yeah,
sometimes you'll go,
I'll
"Man."
smell it.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do
wanna
smell it.
I've never
this down
seen
right
you
now.
come close to doing it, though.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Justin, you want a shot of Jaeger?
Sure. One
Warm up with a
No,
shot.
we can't do that.
No.
Oh,
That would be-
you're right.
that would probably
you're right.
be
That would
improper.
be dumb.
Yeah.
Is this
All right.
enough for a shot, or
Yes.
do I need more?
No, that's a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's deceiving because it's in a really wide glass.
Okay.
So
Fair
it's
enough.
dispersed out a little, but
Now-
that's definitely a shot.
Justin, if you could look down to your right, you'll see the scissors that Joe brought in for this. You see that very carefully went out and got some scissors from Hot Wings' desk that have his name written in Sharpie.
They're almost brand new, though. They're very sharp.
Yeah.
So
I already
they
tested
shouldn't
it.
tug.
Zane snagged them, and we tested them on me. So
I cut off one of his
Cut off some of
curls.
your hair?
he cut off a lock.
One of your curlies? Is that
Yeah,
what?
and then he
Now-
rubbed it on himself.
And Joe, you're going to eat Justin's hair in a sandwich as part of the wheel of what can Joe do next week, right?
Yes.
He's going to eat a hair pie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's
said he
not.
was.
All right, Justin, are you ready to answer trivia questions?
Yeah.
All right, 5 questions. Are you nervous? Don't be nervous.
All right.
Okay. It's easy. You can stop being nervous because I said don't be nervous. It's as easy as that.
It'll be like Dumber Than Zane. We'll have the buzzer and the bell.
All right.
Okay. All right. Question number 1. What Phillies slugger went 3 for 5 in a 1994 game only hours after enduring radiation therapy for testicular cancer?
I have no idea.
I'll give you a hint. He was a guest on the show
Recently.
Dude Chataway.
3 seconds. No idea.
I don't do sports.
All right. John Kruk is the answer.
Okay. Who's keeping score? You keeping score?
I'll
there,
keep
Freeberg?
score. That's one.
Okay.
That's one shot, Joe.
Slam it, Joe. Oh, he's an expert at this. He drinks this stuff.
Joe, that's your favorite liqueur?
Yeah, I think I like this the best.
I've never met anyone who liked it. I've met people who drink it because they want to get drunk. Justin, you like it too? Oh,
You
man.
do?
Oh, yeah. Some
Justin,
people love it.
Justin not only likes it, he made sex face when I asked him. He goes,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
He gave the big
oh, yeah,
oh.
I totally dig it.
Sex face.
It's a little weird at this hour.
Yeah.
I think I might need a chaser, actually.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know.
There's
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan. You need a Coke? Because I'll run and get one.
There's
for
2
you.
bottles of Miller in our office fridge from when.
Oh, yeah, you want me to chase it with the champagne?
If you
Yeah.
want, it's up to
It's
you.
only like 2.5 years old.
No, it's not even a year yet. Last October. All right, that's
All right.
one. All
Here
right.
you go. I think you got a real shot at this one. What cereal is hyped by a strawberry craving monster in pink overalls?
Blueberry?
No, that's not right.
The answer is
No, it's
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry.
The pink overalls is a giveaway. Joe,
Yeah.
Chug it,
tip
Joe.
her back, Joe.
Oh boy.
That's 2 shots. How long?
Well, I didn't expect that. I thought he was going to get that one. I was.
Joe's already a little flushed.
Yeah,
Does it
this-
feel-
And
is
there's
your-
no
is your
way.
belly-
I'm getting tanked today.
There's no possible way that could be affecting you physically already, right?
I thought, in a minute.
It
warm
but
you up
it's not
quick.
like you jammed it into your bloodstream. It's
Well,
got to
no,
be
but-
Surprise, though.
Yeah.
You already feel warm though, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought this was going to last a little while.
Okay.
Okay, this is the third question.
Third question, Justin.
All right. What brand of chips adopted the ad slogan, "Once you pop, you can't stop"?
Pringles.
Yes, that's
That
right.
is correct.
Of course that's
Justin.
right.
All right. That's 3 questions.
Okay.
By the way, Justin, do you have somebody here with you today?
Yeah, that's my fiance back there.
Blonde?
Excellent.
Yeah.
We'll let
Hello.
Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa. All right.
Vanessa, will you lean past Hogue and tell us how you'd like Justin's haircut a little bit later on? She doesn't want to be on the radio, do you?
She's nervous
Vanessa's
as hell.
like, I am not doing this.
She just wants to go to Pearl Jam. She says, give me my tickets and we're getting out of here.
Was it your idea, Justin?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. Vanessa, when he called you and said, I'm going to maybe get my hair cut by producer Joe on the Free Beer and Hot Wings show, did you think that was a great idea?
I thought he was blowing smoke up my butt.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that's later.
Yeah. That's after Pearl Jam.
That's something different.
That's how that'll work. All right. So 3 questions down. He's missed 2 of them. Joe's taken 2 shots of Jaeger.
Yeah.
Fill it up good, Joe.
Oh, he has been. Those have been good shots.
Yeah, they've been
it.
very solid shots. That's probably more than a true shot of alcohol, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Okay, I'd say. All right. Hot Wings, next question.
What Jim Carrey movie boasts the greeting, "Nice to meet you, God. Nice job on the Grand Canyon and good luck with the apocalypse"?
Bruce Almighty.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Justin's coming around now.
That's 4 down.
Hot Wings, I want the next 6 to be sports questions.
No.
Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
Okay.
All right.
This one could go either way, don't know. How many stranded strangers start each survivor?
15.
It's close.
No.
16 is the answer.
Yes. 16.
Joe.
Producer Joe,
Boy,
big
Joe
slam.
is loving this. It's down before we even hit the buzzer.
No kidding. Joe, I'm surprised you haven't drank on correct answers just to practice.
Joe is this is Joe's best day ever.
Joe is
loving this.
I could use a Coke. Coke, could you grab or anything?
Yeah.
Water,
See,
maybe?
it's liqueur, so it coats your mouth with
Like
delicious
cough syrup.
booze.
Delicious booze. By the way, Joe will not be driving today.
No.
We've got him taken care
Oh,
of.
really? I thought you were doing that kid's school bus promotion later on. You're not now? You said you wanted to.
Hey, I thought of a great idea for Joe's wheel, by the way. If we could get him to be a commencement speaker at a grade school.
Like for kindergarten graduation?
Things you could look forward to.
Oh, he'll be kicked out of that.
Was that 4 questions or 5 questions?
That was 5.
That was 5 questions. So far 3 shots.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, you're going to try to cut his hair well, right? You're not going to just butcher it on purpose.
Yeah.
Justin, did that seem encouraging?
Yeah.
You were in the military, so you've had it shaved high and tight before, right?
Yeah.
You're aware that you may be going back to that?
Yeah, I'm actually still in the National Guard.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No kidding. So there's
Well
a
done.
chance you might end up going overseas.
Hopefully not.
Are you saying a good chance, or you don't know yet?
Probably not in my unit.
You
Okay.
could, but you could end up guarding our border.
Yeah, you head
That'd
down
be
to
cool.
Mexico.
You'd be good with that?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be definitely good with that.
All right.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Justin is here. He will do 5 more questions. And by the way, Hogue didn't want to buy him a Coke, so he went and stole him a free vault out of one of the promotions
I like
offices.
those. Those are good.
Yeah. Those bottles are laying around half drank all over the building because no one buys them. They get halfway through and go, I'm
People
tired
are
of
like,
it.
I don't even know what this is. I've never heard of it.
All right, Justin, you're doing well. You got 2 out of 5 of the questions right.
3.
Not bad. 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
No, Joe's done 3 shots.
Yeah, he only got 2 right.
Okay.
Got
5
the-
more
the
questions.
Pringles question right and the Jim Carrey question.
5 more questions coming up in a moment, and then at the end of the hour, Stupor Cuts with producer Joe doing the hair cutting. All right, that's coming up. We'll take a break. 9:22. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 9:28. The Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings at hotmail.com. Special guest Justin in the studio. Justin is playing for fabulous prizes today. Justin has a chance to win Pearl Jam tickets, and in doing so, he has a chance to get his hair cut by legendary superstar of hair, producer Joe.
Woo! That band. Hey.
Oh, it's kicking in, isn't
It's
it?
starting to get loud. and
Somebody's
obnoxious.
warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Somebody's ears are toasty.
Has anybody here seen Joe? Chuck, you've seen him hammered once or twice,
yeah, but
haven't you?
Chuck probably was too, so he doesn't remember.
Chuck probably tried to roll Joe's clothes while he was passed out and smoke them.
Hell, Chuck's stoned right now. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Joe, steal a microphone for a second.
All right.
You've done 3 shots of Jaeger so far.
That's like 3 beers.
Okay.
You're right.
It's more than that, don't you think, Justin?
It's a little more than 3 beers.
Especially since those shots were a little bigger than the average shot.
Can I see the bottle,
True.
please, without spilling it? Thank you.
Now, Joe, you chose the Jaeger. What's happening is Justin is going to get his hair cut by Joe at the end of the hour, and he's answering 10 trivia questions. He has tried 5. He's missed 3, which means Joe has done 3 shots of Jaeger. Joe, you got permagrin. You got giggly permagrin.
Yeah.
Stop smiling.
Well, I can't do it if you say that.
Well, stop smiling.
Okay, stop smiling right now.
He can't do it.
He's trying to hold the corners of his mouth down with his fingers.
It says giggly.
Yeah, you're starting to get that dopey look about you.
It says on the Jägermeister bottle, serve cold, keep on ice. Do we stupid Americans always drink it warm?
Yeah, well, that's how
Pretty much.
The elk blood is stronger that way.
Oh.
I don't think that's true.
I don't either.
Okay.
It's
Just
a
making
myth,
sure.
though.
Is it that it's stronger if you drink it warm?
Oh, no, that it has elk blood in it.
Doesn't
is
have
that right?
elk blood in it.
Well, I know, but if you looked it up, people think that.
What's the significance of the cross on it? There's a frickin'...
It's holy water.
It
was created by German monks.
Yeah?
Seriously?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just making that
Sounded
up.
good.
It sounded awesome.
I thought so, too.
All right.
All right.
So,
let's
Justin,
get it.
5
They
more
hunted elk and
questions.
loved Jesus.
I want you to miss all 5, Justin, because he's cutting your hair anyway.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Plus, I like the idea of Joe having to get through the rest of the day drunk without insulting coworkers. When you're sober, you cut up pictures of wangs and put them in desks. What are you going to do when you're drunk at work?
I'm crazy. I'm not getting anything done today. It's promos, and I'm out of here to party.
Joe, do the scene from Happy Gilmore.
Oh, man.
Do it.
Hey, I'll see you there.
Justin, Joe cannot. Can you make the spitting sound? Like if you go, can you do that? Yeah.
You can do that.
Everyone can do that in the world except for Joe.
I can't do it, even if I hadn't been drinking Jaeger.
Do it again.
Hey, I'll see you there. I can't.
How's that mic working out for you, Hot Wings?
Let me just go ahead and take that thing off of there.
Hogue in the other
Covered in
room.
slobber.
You had not seen him do that before, had you?
No, I haven't.
And it's ridiculous, is it not?
How can you not do that?
Would you do it, Hogue?
Oh, can you do it?
Yeah. See, everyone can do it, but Joe, I just wanted to do it once when everybody else was in the room because I wanted everyone to know that you weren't faking it. You really are physically unable. So
Bet no one's listening.
You have
in
a
the
birth
audience.
defect.
You do have a birth defect.
Yeah.
Bet no one's listening who can't go.
Yeah. Who never tried it until we suggested it.
Yeah.
All right, Hot Wings, 5 more questions. Justin,
All right,
if everyone you get right,
Dig in,
Joe will be
Justin.
less drunk.
Stupor cuts right here.
All right, here we go. What world leader did lookalike Jerry Haleva portray in Hot Shots, Hot Shots Part 2, and The Big Lebowski?
Oh, I know this one. If you don't get it, I want to try it.
Zane.
Castro?
No.
Eric Zane.
Saddam Hussein.
Yes, Saddam Hussein.
Another shot for Joe.
He's
Joe
only
doesn't
given
even
the
wait
bowling
for us to
shoes.
say,
No, man, he's-
do the shot. Joe was on Chaser by the time we finished discussing the question.
You can't even wait.
By the time that happened, it was gone.
He's already filling it up
Why
for the next
bother
one.
putting it in a glass there, Lushy? Just suck it out of the bottle.
I wasn't going to. I didn't bring a shot glass today.
Yeah, that's true. What did your girlfriend think of you being drunk at work?
I don't. She's telling me to eat stuff.
Have you eaten anything today?
No.
Oh, no. This is a terrible decision on your part.
Oh,
Even
no.
Justin.
Oh, wait, I ate a bagel.
Oh, well, that'll make all the difference.
It soaks it up.
Yeah, it does.
One bagel, huh?
Yeah, that'll
Justin's a Jaeger fan, too, and you're worried about him, aren't you?
Slightly.
Yeah.
So that's four shots.
All right. 4 out of 6 so far. Question 7. Producer Joe.
What Jeopardy champ beat 148 people before losing to California real estate agent Nancy Zerg?
Justin.
Famous Jeopardy champion.
The greatest champion of all
From a
time.
year or two
You already
ago.
got a question made about him?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Pop culture.
I know who it is, but I don't know his name.
We'll accept either the first or last name. Not
idea.
happening, is it? Eric Zane.
Ken Jennings.
That's right.
Boy, that
Producer
is-
Joe.
that's a- how long ago was that? It couldn't have been a
Wasn't
year
that
ago.
last
long
year.
ago. Yeah.
Producer Joe has now drank 5 shots of Jaeger, a half a bottle of Vault, been through a car wash, and ate a bagel today.
Oh, he's going to be under the countertop in a little while. And that,
Is that 8 questions?
I wish that was 7
That was
questions.
7.
There's potential for 3 more shots. I wish we had booked a Producer Joe's big fancy interview for today so he could have done it while he was drunk.
There's a
Bubble in my heart.
If he has,
Joe just said there's a bubble in his heart.
if he has 3 more shots, he will have drank pretty close to half a fifth. Is that a lot, Justin?
Yeah.
That's enough. He's not going to be walking straight for a while.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
I gotta do stuff today.
How many pints in a fifth? 2?
It's 750 milliliters.
That clears it up for me.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the help.
I try to measure everything in milliliters.
Thank you, Metric Matt.
Oh, that's a healthy shot you got there.
His shots have gone from singles to doubles.
Yeah, they're triples, man. That's a big-ass shot.
You got the thirst.
Thirst.
All right. This is question 8.
I don't even know why we're asking the questions anymore.
No. Joe's going to drink it just to celebrate.
All right. I like your chances on this one. What sitcom centered on kids who constantly frustrated Bayside High Principal Mr. Belding?
Justin.
Mr. Belvedere?
Oh, no. You big dummy.
No, Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. You either watched it or you didn't. If you didn't watch it, you're not going to get it. Yeah.
Everyone watched
But
it.
the beauty of this is over Justin's shoulder, you can't see it, but everyone in the producer's booth behind you, they're all like, oh, I totally know it. Your fiance knew it.
Yeah,
Vanessa knew it.
They're embarrassed by you.
They're embarrassed by you.
I was watching X-Files.
All right, Joe, slam it. That's number 6?
That's 6 of the possible 8 shots so far.
We have confirmation that that's equal to 15 beers.
What?
No. Joe, you know the screening we have for the Da Vinci Code later on? It's kind of a media screening.
Oh, he's going to barf.
Be drunk in front of all of the other media.
He's going to barf on that fat morning guy across town, right in his face.
All right,
question pig.
Question number 9.
All right. Who admitted he'd never read a comic book before portraying a Marvel Comics hero in 2002?
Tobey Maguire?
Yes. For Spider-Man. Joe just takes some Vault for good measure.
Drink
there,
the Vault as a placebo.
No booze.
All right. So this is the last one.
This is the last one.
Joe, it's your last potential shot legally of Jaeger at work.
Okay.
By the way, did anyone here at work ever mention this to you? Do you think anyone knew we were doing this, or are they hearing it now and saying, son of a bitch?
Oh, no, I'm sure they were fine
man,
with it.
I'll tell you what, if the fun police found out about this, we'd be dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this would have been put up right on the shelf next to all the bubble wrap we have from producer Joe down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, here we go. The
Final
question. Yep. What innocent Peter, Paul, and Mary song sparks a drug culture debate in Meet the Parents?
I bet Chuck knows this one.
Puff the Magic Dragon?
That's right. Yes. Joe was going for it.
He was going to drink it
anyway, Joe. Drink it anyway.
Yeah,
Do it.
Joe.
He slammed it
He
anyway.
loves
He
it.
didn't care.
Oh,
Oh, what a drunkard.
yeah, you love it.
We should have had the police come in to test his BAC.
the last question?
That was the last question.
Oh, get out of here.
Could you put the cap?
He's just chugging from the bottle.
Oh, get out of here.
Wow.
Let's go to there.
Is that safe to say that's half of a fifth?
Yeah.
That's
20 minutes.
Could you put the cap on that and maybe hide it?
Yeah, no kidding. Put the cap on that thing, Joe.
Could you put the cap on from the... Oh, that is the right cap. Okay.
Yeah, that's the right one.
20 minutes. He drank half a fifth.
I have a new concern, one that I hadn't thought of before, and that is Drunky McJoe having scissors next to someone's head.
Yeah, behave yourself. You have self-control.
Well, he's in the guard. He's tough.
You're not cutting his hair yet. Put the scissors down.
Yeah,
God, you're
relax.
looking like Doc Ock and Spider-Man or something
no
like that.
kidding. Edward
Goodness
Scissorhands.
gracious. Joe, how you feeling?
Very good.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, I have edged toward the delay button, the dump button.
I'm not going to swear.
I'm on the cusp of it.
Your pupils are like a pinhole right now.
Does he have that booze smell yet, Hot Wings? You're sitting by him.
Oh.
He just blew in Hot Wings'
He does
face.
when he blows on me.
Oh, yeah. Man.
You dig it.
Okay,
right.
well, here we go.
So, Justin, he's going to cut your hair. What kind of cut you want? Like it matters.
Caesar. Give him a Caesar.
Yeah, let's go with Caesar.
You want a Dorothy Hamill haircut?
Do you want a cut like producer Joe has?
Everything is the same, by the way.
It's all the same.
Look at how much more assertive Joe is when he's drunk.
Yeah.
You're downright surly. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. All right,
man.
Stupor cuts will climax in a moment. Joe, I said climax. Is that funny?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't, but it will be for you right now. That'll climax in a moment. Producer Joe will be cutting Justin's hair after doing, legitimately 7 shots of the booze, or 6 shots, but then taken 2 big gulps of it afterwards.
Yeah, monster hits. He drank half a fifth of Yank My Monster in 20 minutes.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration. 1-800-947-3979. You can email the show at freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. We're just playing stuff for Joe to chill out to this point.
Just to see if you'll laugh or get mellow.
Are you kidding? Probably all horned up. Probably going to go want to do it. All right. We'll take a break. 9:39. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 9:46. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. 1-800-947-3979. You can email freebeerandhotwings@hotmail.com. Justin in studio with us. Justin, listener who had a chance to win tickets to the concert, Pearl Jam, and engaged in stupor cuts. You had 10 trivia questions. You missed 6 of them. Producer Joe did 6 shots. When you agreed to this yesterday, you knew you'd be getting your hair cut by Joe either way, right?
Yes.
Did it really matter to you if he was drunk or sober? You'd prefer him to be sober.
At the moment, no, but no.
In hindsight,
I wish I had gotten a couple more right.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think there'd be as much difference as we're seeing in Joe's abilities at this point. But Joe really embraced the drinking.
Yeah.
Surprisingly so, and when I said that just now, he whispered.
Joe, occasionally, you just look over and catch him staring into space with a glassy grin on his face.
Yeah, you are. Joe, how are you feeling?
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I am.
You're pretty wobbly.
I smell, too.
Ooh. Is that from the car wash?
I stink, yeah.
You smell like car wash chemicals?
And BO.
Which? Why do you smell like BO? Just because you're running around this morning? And
well,
did you shower today?
I did shower. I shower every day.
Yeah, but you don't put on deodorant, do you?
I do.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were a non-deodorant wearer.
You can wear it for 5 days and it doesn't.
Mitchum? Who wears Mitchum?
Well, he was explaining.
I don't buy it.
Okay.
You wear a deodorant you put on once and keep it on for 5 days?
No, I'm just saying you could if you wanted to, but I put it on every day.
Yeah.
Except today.
You didn't put any on.
I don't know why.
How do you forget that, man?
I didn't forget. I just didn't put it on. I saw the bottle. It's right there next to that bottle of conditioner that you put on your hair after you take a shower. But I said, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to a car wash.
Those are great details and wonderful logic you shared with us.
Everything's coming out just fine. Producer Joe has had, as best we can count, anywhere from 6 to 8 shots of Jägermeister.
A half a bottle.
A half a bottle. Half of a fifth.
How about if we have Joe, before we start stupor cuts, if we have him do the game?
Producer Joe do the game? I can do that.
Come on, man. I hate
Super
this
fantastic.
one. I'm not drunk.
Yeah. Right. Joe, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Hot Wings has a topic. Actually, you want me to do the topic, Hot Wings?
If you got one.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not ready.
All right.
I got to get a good sound effect, and I don't. It's hard to actually.
All right.
I'm not sure the sound effect will be necessary.
If you haven't heard this game, Producer Joe will have to speak on 30 seconds on a topic of my choosing.
Yeah.
And he has to do so without saying or no pauses, no screw-ups, or anything else, okay?
Okay.
If you miss it, if you screw it up, you have to drink the rest of the bottle of Jägermeister.
The whole thing. You have to slam it up. No, just kidding. You wouldn't have to.
If you don't do it, Justin gets to cut your hair. Here we go.
Nope.
That would be awesome, but no, I don't think that's going to fly.
Come on, Joe, you can do this.
All
Don't
right,
swear.
30 seconds, Joe, on why you hope Catherine McPhee loses on American... No, take that back. Scratch all that.
Yeah.
30 seconds on the joys of going through a car wash. Begin.
I believe the joys of going through a car wash are being hit by the big belts. Also, I got soap in my mouth. That was awesome. It was the longest car wash ever. The blow dryers are pretty cool. I wish they had the heat on because then 400 degrees would have cooked my skin to a healthy tan. What?
You were on your way till victory until you decided that you were a cornball.
Did you hear me with a healthy tan?
Healthy tan.
Wow. Oh, boy.
I would have won, though.
You would have won. You were doing fine. Justin, are you ready for Producer Joe to stupor cut your hair?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. You have to take the headphones off.
Yeah. And, Joe, stay away from the tops of the ears.
Great plan of ours, by the way, to have nothing down in the studio so that hair won't go all over the floor.
Well, we got a vacuum.
Oh,
yeah,
that's all right.
That's true. Joe, I want you to be very careful.
Yeah.
Because you have scissors, and he has human flesh on his head.
I was thinking, man, this would have been a lot more fun if we had clippers. I know you wanted scissors, but I could have shaved lightning bolts in his head.
Oh, yeah. Vanessa, step up in there onto the microphone. Vanessa is Justin's fiance. Are you? I noticed that the closer we get to the haircut, your hands are getting closer to your face, sort of as a, oh my God, I can't believe I'm seeing
mortified.
This. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah, that would be correct.
Yeah. Do you wish that he wouldn't have done this?
No, actually, I'm kind of looking forward to making fun of him.
Okay. Do you have a wedding date set?
December.
Okay. I was just making sure that it's not coming up in like June, and you're going to be all
Can you imagine?
for the because of that.
Bummer.
That would be devastating.
All right. Here we go.
Joe, start cutting. He's trying to fluff up his hair or something. Joe looks like he's looking for bugs at the zoo. Took off a pretty good swatch right out of the middle. Joe, do you actually have a plan? Because it seems like you're just grabbing chunks of hair and cutting.
Joe looks like he's really intent on doing an excellent job. He's going to cut his own fingers.
I think there's a decent chance that...
Oh, man. It's a little gay.
Justin, is the weirdest part Joe touching you?
The weirdest part is he's got a grin on his face while he's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You could hear it cutting. Is he pulling your hair? No? Okay.
He's giving him a reverse mohawk. Careful with the scissors. Just says, look at how stupid you look.
All right, composure.
Joe's finally got the upper hand in something.
Right, Joe, compose yourself. By the way, was our backup contestant a female?
Yes.
Let's do her.
No.
Oh, boy.
I would have felt
that
awful.
That takes a lot of courage.
And she has long hair, too.
Thank you for coming. Sorry it didn't work out for you, but Justin's here.
Producer Joe is sort of cutting his hair like a...
Did Justin sign a waiver?
Why, are you going to stab him in the head with
What
scissors?
are you, the fun police?
Yeah,
Shut up.
Off. He's sort of cutting it like a... image of the, I was going to say the image of a Wolverine's football helmet.
Yeah. Joe, remember when I asked you if you had a system?
Yeah.
Do you still?
No, the system was to grab it with my my forefinger and my middle finger, and then to cut neatly across.
Yeah.
But that wasn't fun.
Well, just watch his ears. Don't cut an ear.
Yeah.
I don't want any blood.
I had that happen to me at the hair school.
He looks like Forrest Gump.
You're starting to look like you got the mange.
Joe thinks that because he's drunk, Justin can't hear him talking.
No,
he doesn't care.
You look like Forrest Gump.
And he said earlier, look how stupid you look. Look at him rub his head. Joe's like rubbing his head.
Petting it.
That's the most concerned I am.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Joe, what? Are you...
Oh, be careful around his ear. Why don't you move away from his sideburns?
Stay to the top, Joe.
Yeah, you big dummy.
Get out of there. Stay away from the ears.
I know it's fun.
Really
I don't trust you.
We're harsh and Joe's mellow.
Joe thinks everything's hilarious
he
right now.
He does, man. How's he going to get the promos done?
He's not.
I don't know.
The promo is going to be like a traffic report.
Yeah, Joe's going to be like, oh, it's hilarious.
It's so
Listen
funny.
to the backup.
It's so funny when you did weather.
Oh, I have a new plan. I'm going to do a swirl up to the top of his head.
Okay, well, when you say that next time, could you not use the scissors and a swirling motion near his eyes?
Yeah. And how are you going to do
Try to control yourself.
It's like every third of Justin's head, Joe has a new plan.
Yeah, why don't you just, cut half of his hair and then be done with it?
Have hair to do a swirl with?
No, you're not going to have anything. You look...
That's not going to stop him from trying.
You look like one of those kids in Madagascar who has that disease where patches of hair grow out for no particular reason.
You have the mange.
You look like you're going through chemo.
Yeah, and jeez. Oh, my God. Oh, what a bummer.
Yeah, this sucks for you.
Justin is a great sport, by the way.
Yes,
I want to give you all the credit in the world.
He's dreading it.
Off anyway.
Justin, are you making swear words in your head?
No, I think this is all getting shaved as soon as he gets out of here anyway. So.
Justin, pull that mic down for you there. There you go. Yeah, and you said you're in the National Guard, so you'll have to shave this.
Yeah.
No, we can keep the haircut I had when I'm here, but I think I'm going bald this drill.
No, don't do it, man.
Let me ask you this: Do you have work to go to later on today?
Oh yes.
Okay, you at least got to go like that.
Are you going to be going home first, or is this going to be with you the rest of the day?
I got to go in at 7 tonight. I'm gonna probably just keep going to work.
Yeah, you got to go into work.
I'm gonna go into work one night with
Joe.
it.
What kind of job?
Warehouse.
Warehouse. So they know you're here.
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah,
One of my supervisors said he was going to be listening.
Oh, and they want to see it then.
Thanks to your supervisor. You said he was pretty understanding about this. The fact that you're going to be such a distraction in the workplace.
Joe.
Thanks, Ruben, if you're listening.
I think that's enough, Joe.
Yeah, Joe, that's good. In fact, I'm actually concerned because you're so close to his head. You're so close to his scalp.
Joe, how much did you like cutting his hair?
Look at that. That was awesome. If I wasn't...
You look like Rip Hamilton. What a retard.
We'll put this video up on freebeerandhotwings.com as well. Some still photos.
If I wasn't your producer, I'd cut hair because that was so much fun.
Well, as a rule, Joe, most places don't let you get drunk to cut hair.
It's the side he's got like racing straight.
Oh, what a disaster!
Yeah, look at that!
Dude.
I got a lightning bolt in.
Yeah. It looks just like
not really. We don't have a mirror in here.
It looks just like a lightning bolt.
Oh, jeez.
When you just turned around and looked at your fiance in the producer's booth, and they all burst into laughter and put their hands over their mouth.
He looks like Carl from Sling Blade.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's your left side profile that's real strong.
A little bit. 1-800-947-3979. Justin, you're a great sport. Thank you for coming in, and you definitely win. There's no question.
You got those tickets, man. They're yours.
Question. We'll give you some other stuff, too. Producer Joe, you're drunk?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
You know there's only more to come, too. Those last three probably haven't even gotten into your system
Yeah,
yet.
I know there's more to come, but if there's not, man, I'm going to be feeling down in a little bit.
Yeah.
He talks differently.
It's hilarious. You do. You have a different accent, sort of.
Oh.
Man, that's because his big donkey teeth are getting in the way of his lips.
You're making him self-conscious. Did you see what he did when you said that?
No.
He covered his teeth with his lips so no one would see his donkey teeth.
I know.
Hey,
Come on.
I'm going to tie an apple to a string, and you see if you can eat it. Hanging from a tree. You and your donkey teeth. You don't even have large teeth. You really don't.
I do.
No.
I know it.
No, you don't.
Hey, what's this?
That's why it really hurts.
This is Joe eating gum near the microphone.
It's awful. That was an awful sound that you just did with that. That was awful. All right. Thanks to Justin. Again, tomorrow, Dumber Than Zane trivia, and one of us will be singing. God, I hope it's not me, but it probably will be. 9:57. It is the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show.